Larry? Baby? Larry? 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 Wait, just unmute fast. I'm uploading the video. Hello, am I okay, man? Oh, okay. Alright, cool, no problem. Oh, I just, okay, sorry, bye.
Alright, so hello everybody, sorry about that guys. I know some people said they haven't really seen me, fully. So I decided just to show you guys how I am just for now. I'm using multiple monitors here. Different location today, so that's why things are looking a little bit different today. So I have the aircraft here in the background. Here at Kingston, Jamaica. And we'll be going down into St. Martin. You know, the Dutch country, well, Dutch side of the country. So just a few things today, guys. I'm gonna get the music down a little bit just so that you guys can hear me. Hello, hello, everybody. Hello. Is that Santiago? Did I say that correct? Hello. Hopefully you heard me pretty well. So just give me a second here, guys, and we'll be getting everything all set up. So yeah, at the moment, like I said, I'm here in Kingston, Jamaica. So I'm just gonna show you guys. I'll get a wing view for you guys a little later. So just give me a quick second there, guys. Just setting up everything else here. You know, the aircraft is here in the background. Beautiful Jamaica. I see today, beautiful Jamaica. Yeah, so hello Santiago, is that the name? And just like I said, just a few things today. We have AutoOrtho today, and this is XPlane 12.1. But this is not the latest beta. I had beta 5. Well, I know beta 5, sorry, is available, but I decided not to go for beta 5 because of all the issues that there is with beta 5 at the moment. Yeah, and you see that the clouds still have a bit of an issue with XPlane 12.1. So I just took myself out of the video just so that you guys can have a little bit of a look of how the scenery is. And yeah, so we'll get some wing view once I get everything all sorted out for you shortly, guys, and then I will be on the way. So the aircraft is already powered, but at the moment I'm just getting the rest of things all sorted out, and then I will be on my way. I mean, the scheduled time supposed to be within the next 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, but just looking at how things are here with XPlane 12.1, I mean, it updated quite a lot, and quite a lot of things have changed, and a lot of things I don't really fully like, to be honest. Hopefully you guys probably might like some things, but I don't particularly like some things with this version. But at the moment I'm only using the I think it's the first beta version, and yeah. So I'm here I think that's gate 7, right? Gate 7, and as you know, this is the Zibo. Basically it's a ZiboMod, but it's a 737 the 9 the Max 9, which is not really the livery for Caribbean Airlines. Caribbean Airlines uses the Max 8. But I just decided to play around, and as you can see, the full livery is not really compatible. Normally, Caribbean Airlines would have the Caribbean Airlines logo showing up here, but it's not, and that's only because, like I said, it's not the it's pretty much a functional one. So as you see, you still have the chevron. I believe that's a chevron. Is that a chevrons? All right, and you can see there's the 2 doors here, so showing you it is the Max version, which has extra doors here, which emergency doors. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, please let me know. If you can't, yeah. So we pretty much for today is Caribbean Airlines 457 down to St. Martin, and pretty much just about getting everything all sorted out, and yeah, I mean, I already have, like I said, I already loaded the aircraft. Well, it's already powered up, which I would show you guys shortly. Remember to, yeah, for sure. Remember to like the live, guys, you know. Hello, like the live. You know, it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back, guys. It's nice to be back. This is my first live, actually, since about 2 weeks now. I was doing a lot of different content, and now it's my first live back ever since doing my content for the XPlane 12.1 content. And you know, I did showcase a few things in that as well. So yeah, I'm using the Max today. I've done a few flights with the Max. So this time it's actually a slightly modded, changed. This one is the 9, and I'm using it independent than the 737, the Max 8. The Max 8 one, you have to use it with the Zibo 737-8, but this one I'm using it without the oh, right. So I'm using it without the Zibo. So yeah, so guys, here we are. You know, here I am. Like, subscribe, guys. You know, it's really nice to have you on board in this flight today, guys. So I am gonna get started up and everything. At the moment, I'm using the SAM as well, so I probably can show you guys a couple of the add-ons. Well, most of it is, sorry, as the overlay is there, so most of it you would see in the if you go in the description of this live, then you would see the add-ons are being used at the moment. So yeah, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna be heading in to the aircraft shortly and get everything all sorted out. Alright, so I am in the cockpit. So like I said, I have the aircraft at the moment is already powered up with the external power. So for the for the Avitab, there is a beta for the Avitab. I think it's in the description. I believe it's 0.6.4, I think. Is it? I just gotta double check. Yeah, there's the Avitab 0.6.4, which is like a beta. It uses the user online added online. What do you say? You want wing view? Yeah, I got a couple wing views. Yeah, if you want wing views, right here. I got one here. I got another one here. Yeah, but I have to add another one, probably external wing view as well. Yeah, so we got a few views, guys. So you know we're gonna get a few views as well. You know, since I have a couple of them. Yeah. So let's go outside for a second. Let me see. Open the doors. Now with this latest Zibo, which I think is a 4.1.12. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it just passed through the JeppView. Sorry, guys. So you see, but funny enough, with this, it still uses a bit of the still uses. Oh wow, nice. Yeah, bro. Still uses a bit of the NG. Yeah, it still uses a bit of the NG. I believe. I mean, this is definitely the well, this is not the NG one, but I think down here the cowl. Is it the cowling? Is that the cowling? Thank you, guys. Yeah, so if you guys want to know about this aircraft and a little bit more about it, then you guys can hit me up or shoot me a message in my Discord, and then we'll probably send you some information on this aircraft. So yeah, so today I decided to not put myself on normal like I normally do. You know, normally I'll show myself, but this time it's just gonna be pretty much just showing the aircraft and what the aircraft and you know, XPlane 12 and everything are not really about me for this flight. So yeah, guys, I do have the messages and everything, so I will be seeing what you guys say. And like I said, it's gonna be about everything to do with flight sim, guys. For this. So this is the Caribbean Airlines. This is the Caribbean Airlines. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put I'm gonna go to menu. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna put move left. That way it just moves a little bit faster. So if you put A, go left. So just go a little faster, and you can put move right as well. So now when you're outside, you can actually move a little bit, just a little bit faster. So if I put right now, so it just moves just a little bit faster than it wasn't moving before. Okay, so yes, guys. All right, so this is the Caribbean Airlines livery here. This is the newest livery. The NG has a different livery, but because I'm not, this is a functional, because this is the 737-9, the MAX 9 version, so it's obviously going to be slightly different. But the livery is from the 8, the MAX 8, so basically it has to adjust to be able to fit the length for the MAX 9. So obviously I haven't fully updated that as of yet, or probably I should have mentioned as well the person who did this. Normally I like to put a view here as well, so that we get a tail view when we just taking this flight out and stuff like that. So when we taxiing out and stuff. So yeah, this is Kingston, Jamaica, guys. Kingston, Jamaica, and in XPlane 12. But a lot of things haven't been updated as of yet, obviously, because XPlane 12 and not all the scenery is updated. But I'm using the AutoOrtho, so we're gonna see a little bit of that, and which I have running in the background as well, the AutoOrtho. So probably I can show you guys on the screen now, right here. So I have the AutoOrtho running as well in the background. All right, and yeah, guys. So if you're new to the channel, do like, subscribe, guys. Do like, subscribe. It's really nice to your support, guys. And to those who have already subscribed before, it's really nice to get your support. Continuous support. So we do appreciate it. I have a few guys who's always on, and on the live and stuff. So that's really nice. As well as Kim, who's always on the live. Her name is Kimmy Kim, guys. She's one of the moderators as well of this live. So yeah, she's on here. Shout out to Kim. She does have a channel as well, but obviously it's not going to be about flight sim. I actually raised a question the other day, I think it was 2 months ago, about women in the community of flight sim, guys. So and I had a lot of reviews, a lot of people discussing it. Even today, still quite a lot of answers, probably about 3,000 answers. Yeah, guys, so this is yeah, we are gate 7, so we're pretty much getting ready and to get this flight off and running. All right, guys, so let me get inside again and pretty much get set up. So I'm actually on a Vatsim as well, so hopefully I'm using at the moment I'm using the SwiftPilot GUI. So all of this is in the description, so you guys can go in the description and see all what I am using. The SwiftPilot GUI, which normally tells me everything online etc and stuff like that, and as well as it has a radar and everything, so you guys can actually go and see that on in my description, or if you want you can YouTube it as well. Anyways, so the next thing is in the plugins, a new I think it's the Beta Pushback, right? Beta Pushback has also updated. Beta Pushback has also updated their add-on. The guys at, I think it's called Skid. Is it Skid Row? Probably I'm not saying that right, but as you can see here now, before they didn't have connect tug first, so you can actually connect the tug first if you want, and then do the pushback, or if you want to, as before, just do the pre-flight pushback and then start pushback. So whichever one that you want to do, I would want to believe you'll connect the tug first when if you know that you're not gonna be pushing back as of right away, especially if it's like probably like on a Vatsim, a very busy event. You know, it might take some time before they actually give you the pushback or stuff like that. But on aircraft, on airports where it's not so busy, you know, you can just go back to the before the better pushback and then just do it as standard. Probably just put start pushback, you know, the pre-plan, and just press start pushback and you'll get it. So I think that is also in the description, the better pushback for XPlane 11 and 12, I think, which is also a beta function, a beta version. So you guys can actually go on that as well in the description and have a look at it if you haven't. Yes guys, so do subscribe, like the channel if you haven't. Anyways, we're gonna get back into the aircraft and we're gonna get everything all sorted out. So I'm gonna go to the Avitab section, and this is the flight, so hopefully you guys can see that. For some reason I wasn't able to get the Avitab new beta function to fully work, so for some reason it's not actually updating down here. So you actually have to get it from the pull down, but it does say 0.6.4, but for some reason the maps is not fully loading. If I go back, let's say, let me exit out of this. It's supposed to go on the maps. So this is the maps. Yes, this is the maps, guys. This is the maps. Okay. So, and if you go down here, you can either use the XPlane or whichever one here, this one, the XPlane one, the textures as a map, or the online open topo. And they're supposed to have some more, but you might not see videos on that yet, but I supposed to do a few on you know, on some of the updated, you know, thanks guys, thanks Lloyd, is that Lloyd 6? Oh whoa, you know, thanks for the follow, thank you very much. Hopefully I said the name right. Hopefully I said the name right. Was that Lot 6? Look 6. Look C. Oh, sorry. I know some people get away about saying things, you know, if you don't say it too right. Do apologize. But thank you. Was that Look 6 or oh, Joel C. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's Joel C. Sorry. Yeah. For some reason it was showing slightly different on my screens, but I changed to a different monitor and it showed the name a lot clearer. So yeah, that's Joel C. So, you know, thanks for the subscription, Joel C. Yeah, so this is, like I said, Avitab 0.6.3, but the latest is the 0.6. This is 0.6.4, the beta out of the 0.6.3, the latest. And yeah, so I removed myself from the stream. Normally I have myself shown, but today I'm not showing myself. I'm actually showing the things that we have for the stream, and yeah, so that the focus can be on all of the things that we have. Thanks Kim for you know, she's a moderator on this live, guys. Yeah, she's a moderator. Kim, you can go to her channel as well, which, I mean, she's not flight sim enthusiast, well, pretty much flight sim enthusiast, but she's got her channel, which, yeah, she's pretty much adventurous stuff. So I'm just doing it on the flight sim side, which obviously I would have liked to be a pilot, but I'm now an S1 controller with Piarco region and Piarco basin, and will be looking forward to doing it and beyond in the real world. So that is my plans, guys. But anyways, let's move along. So this is XPlane 12.1 beta. So yeah, well, to the Avitab. So supposed to be able to use different maps, but for some reason it's not fully compatible. Not you know these things happen when it comes to betas. It might not fully work or not. Yeah, as well as this one is the Max 9 and not the Max 8. So you're gonna get a few things, a few hiccups, but guys, that's what it's all about for this stream. We're gonna fly in the Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the Caribbean. We're gonna see how it is and everything. So guys, let's get everything all set out. Let's gonna go back to the Avitab. At least the good thing about the Avitab is at least it works here. So we can so this is the flight, and for the fuel is going to be 9207. Okay, 9207. So I'm gonna put that 92. So I'm gonna go back here, and all right. So that's for the Avitab. I'm gonna go down to fuel, go to payloads, and for fuel we needed 920, but we have 10,400. So we have more fuel, so that's okay. We'll just add more. Hello, how do you get the Max? You can again come to my Discord if you have Discord, but with the Max, if you're using the older, because there are different files, if you're using the older version of the Max, you have to use the NG, so you'll be copying the NG, because what happened is that the Max it's out of they're no longer basically operating, because what happened is there was some licensing issue and stuff the Max team designed. So now the only way to get it to run properly is like they had to copy, because basically it's the NG or the ZiboMod, and they didn't actually get full license, so you actually have to still use the Zibo and then copy the Max files to the Zibo, and then it would be able to work. But obviously the only thing is, because the NG is using the 2K the 2.6K engine and not the 2.8, you're gonna find that the engines are a lot lower powered and they're using slightly lower thrust and different things. So yeah, yes guys, shout out to all you guys watching the live today, guys. Shout out to all you guys. But Antonio, yeah, so Antonio, for the Max, now with the Max 9, I'm not using the Zibo NG mod. I'm actually using it independently. So let me just take out the Avitab here for a second. So it says Max 9 down here, and I'm not using the NG version with it, even if it's down here. If I go to this section here, the gyro operating weights, which still show the NG version, but the Max 9 and then is about 46, which I have the SimBrief to update it. But that's just the file here, but that doesn't mean that it uses the weights of the NG. So it's a bit fiddly and stuff like that, but with the 9 I'm actually using it independently out of the NG, so I'm using it with on its own as a standalone basically. So I can actually go to I can show you my next screen, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So if I go here to go to XPlane 12, so you see some of the aircrafts I have here, but this is the Max 9, which is in my files, and I'm using it independently than the other one. This one here, the Max 8, is actually pretty much most of the Zibo 8 files in the Max, or the Max files in the Zibo 8. But with this one now, the way it is that you can actually use it independently with the 9, and I tested it today and it seemed to work pretty fine. Just obviously the climb performance still have a bit of climb performance issue. Yeah, still have a bit of climb performance issue. Anyhow, let's just get things up a little bit and running. Yeah, so quite a few people have been asking me about the Max and how I got it to run. And it's not as simple because with the Max 8, you still need the latest NG of the Zibo, because like I said, the Max team design, if you go and look for it, you will no longer see it operating. The website is down, everything is down because there's some licensing issues and stuff. So pretty much it's like a copy. But what happened is, because where they left off is that people can use where they left off. But obviously we cannot share, or you cannot share files, which is unlicensed and stuff like that. Meaning I can't tamper with those files and modify it and give it to people, because that would be breaking license and stuff like that. So I'm just sharing the files that was from the last of when they were functional. Yeah, but somebody got it to work. I think somebody behind the team got it to pretty much update to XPlane 12. So if you come in my Discord, you would see I'll give you some of that information from the files, because we shouldn't be sharing plenty files and stuff like that, since the licensing issues and stuff. I mean, obviously the Max team and Zibo hasn't really reached out to anybody saying do not use the Max files or anything like that. So they pretty much just kept it as is, but obviously they had the legal disputes with them, and which is why the Max team design is no longer operational. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of people still using the Max in the sim, so that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back down here and I'm gonna update, make sure that we have everything in terms of the route. So if I go here and I will show you guys what route which I pinned in the chat. So if I go back here, I'll show you guys what the flight is gonna look like today. If I go to like page probably page 17. So if you guys not familiar with the Caribbean, this is the Caribbean, or this is the northern part of the Caribbean from Jamaica going all the way to St. Martin. Hi Subsea Susi Baka, is that the name? Susi Bakas, hi to you. I chose this one is the return leg. Previously I would have done from St. Martin to Jamaica, but now I'm finally doing the return leg now. I'm using the right call sign, just a different aircraft. Just a different same livery, sorry, but the version is the Max 9 and not the Max 8. The Max 8 is the one Caribbean Airlines use and not the 9. Yeah, thanks for the information. Yeah, Antonio. Like I said, today in this stream I would have removed myself from the webcam, because I want the focus to be more on the simulator and all the files and everything else. Yeah, so currently with my system, the beta is not working for the Avitab fully. I would have been able to see the moving maps and other things like that as well, but I'm only able to see some. So anyways, I'm gonna exit this and go back to page 1. I'm gonna set up everything else, make sure everything is all checked and ready for the flight. So it's MLY UH106, which I have the same brief update uplink. Okay, so 106 no sig UL, just making sure the everything is loaded with, and also we're checking everything, making sure that everything works when it comes to the Max as you know, it's not really a standalone product or software or whatever you want to call it. You know, you have to get files and stuff working for it. But in this one, I was able to get the one which works independently. Hopefully, you know, you're gonna get some breaks. Things do tend to crack, and this is also XPlane 12.1, the beta. So it's a lot of betas running right now. A lot of betas running. So you know, you're gonna get things not really working or functioning as exactly as the way you want it, but that's okay. Okay, so just 206 204 and PJM, so that's all good. And I'm gonna put request performance init request. All right, so we're gonna get the show on the road. So I'm gonna close this for now, so I'm gonna get the rest of the things. Okay, so on nav, there we go. IRS 1 and 2, nav, making sure the LEDs. So let's see, 6 minutes till IRS is aligned. So let's go back and MKJP. All right. Oh, I already have it. So, and you go to GPS left, and we get that inside. So that's all good. So let's go back to performance init, and I think I had to press the performance init now. All right. So it's yeah, this flight is going to be just about go back to the first page. It's just about an hour and 56 minutes, so just about 2 hours for this flight. Cost index is 23. So let me see if I press load down here, make sure that everything is all checked. Cost index 23, so that's inside, so that's good. Flight level 3435, so that's all good. The zero fuel weight's supposed to be 65.8, so that's all good. Alright, so everything is all checked, and that's all good. So we're gonna put the reserves, which is 2.7. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna just show y'all is in the screenshot. So in my video on Carb Flight channel, I would have shown you guys this the auto function and stuff, but I didn't really want to fiddle with the in-depth. But I'm gonna press it now. I've fiddled with it, but I don't really like it too much, to be honest. So if I put it here, you can actually, if you press it, you would see that it's pretty much for screenshots, as you already know. Whichever way that you want to get the screenshot, you can just adjust the F number, whichever way that you want to, you know, so that it looks, I mean, it does seem okay when it comes towards taking pictures. So you guys can let me know what you think about that function with this whole new XPlane 12.1 version. So yeah, you guys can let me know what you think about it. Those who have XPlane, those who don't, or seen videos about this whole update, I've had this video on my channel for the past couple months, like this, talking about the whole talking about pretty much like this whole thing. Actually, I have 2 videos on my channel from when was it? I'm trying to remember when was it, what day did I do that video. But yeah, I do a lot of content as well, so you guys, it's not just about live stream but content as well. Yeah, so that video was pretty much 3 months ago, which I think I can show you guys on this screen. So yeah, so pretty much if you wanted to know anything about it, so you guys can go here. But I released pretty much the latest one here, which was 2 weeks ago. So you know, you guys can just have a look at and see some things inside of here as well. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure everyone's waiting for this one here, the Flight Factor 777 V2. I'm pretty sure everyone's waiting for this one. So yeah, pretty sure everyone's waiting for this one. And so I'm not sure if a lot of people know about this one, but the A350, there is a A350 which is already in production. It's been in production for about 2 years now actually. And yeah, I guess I can show you guys that video. So if you go,
the 1000 variant being displayed here on the co-pilot.
yeah, so they've done quite a lot of progress already on it. So I just want to show you guys. If you go, you'll see a lot of different things, avionics, CPU, DLC, and all these things. So they've done quite a lot of things, a lot of rendition so far. So anyways, that's one of the aircrafts coming out for Microsoft. And yeah, so I've done a few videos, you know, for you guys. This one as well. If you do not know what is in the Flight Factor V2, you can go here in the description. You'll see quite a lot of things that I've highlighted that is in fact in I'm pretty sure there's some guys who streamed it already, so you guys can see what there is. And yeah, so pretty much the EFB. So now the EFB works as well as the EFB and the CDU3. Right, so the CDU3 works. So you know, you guys can see some streams and then see what is there as well. Anyways, going back to XPlane 12.1, this whole depth of field thing. I'm not sure what you guys think about it, but it's pretty much just doing camera, you know, for screenshots and trying to get screenshots and stuff like that sorted out. But I use it off with the auto exposure, so you see as I change angles, the lighting will change and stuff like that as this thing moves, and I think that's pretty good. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, guys, so we gotta get a show on the road since we started pretty much 44 minutes ago. So let's get things moving. All right, and I think the IRS has aligned. Yeah, it has aligned. So let's get the rest of things all sorted out. So we're gonna get window heats all on. Yeah, so let's pretty much get everything all sorted out. So we're going to fly level 350, sorry, since we're going from west to east is generally always odd. So since fuel is already on board, so we're gonna put the seatbelts on as well as position lights, keep it all steady. So that's all good. Your dampers on, and the temperature at the moment is 29 degrees, so it's pretty warm. So we're gonna pretty much get the APU started up. So let's get the APU started up. All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, with this live stream is not gonna be about me. So that's why today I remove myself from the video. So it's all gonna be about all the things, or the focus is gonna be about the sim and all the add-ons and all the different things that there is available. So yeah, if you go in the description of this live, you know, there is the betas you can try out the betas for yeah, there's the Avitab, sorry, the Avitab beta 0.6.4, but the latest one is 0.6.3, as well as there is the pushback, the better pushback, which has now the connect tug first, so you can connect the tug. So now I think the APU has started, and okay, so now I'm going to pretty much let me just check this for a second here. All right, so yeah, the APU has started, so I'm gonna get the APU on, and I'm gonna get the APU gen bleed, and then now I'm gonna put a packs so we can regulate the temperature in the cockpit. Okay, so at the moment the temperature is just about 30, so it's gonna go down to about 24, which is standard. The left entry is open, and for the yeah, for the departure, which is going to be runway 212, I believe, for the departure. So yeah, I'm gonna adjust now the payload to make sure that we have everybody on board, everything. Okay, so let me see. It says 0 fuel weight of let me see. Give me a second, guys. So the 0 fuel weight supposed to be going to Avitab. The 0 fuel weight is 65.8. So that, let's go on the payload and let's see how much payload we have. Payload is 18.9. So let's go 18900, load that. And that's gonna increase the 0 fuel weight, supposed to go up to 65.8. So at the moment it's at 61.8. Okay, so it just means that we actually have to put let me see how much the cargo is. Okay, so did I put passing? Let me see. All right, 18.9. So let me see, let me just make sure. Oh, we have slightly out of, so I have to put some cargo in the forward bay, just so that we can make sure that we're not there we go. So we're a bit more trimmed now, and this is supposed to be 189 because that's the amount of, so I have to press save. Yeah, because I forgot to press save. All right, so yeah, going back to the payloads, making sure that everything is all good. So we still have a CG 0 fuel weight, CG 26 point. So we're just gonna make sure everything is all good. 63.6. So the 0 fuel weight center of gravity is still a bit outside of 63. Okay, so we have to increase. So I'm gonna get more in front to about, let's put 2500. You have to make sure that the weight is all good so that the aircraft doesn't fall out of the sky. 64.3. So we're going up, we're getting there. But I mean, once it reach a decent enough place. All right, so let's go back. Sorry, let's go back to payload, and we see it's coming back down. So let's go back again, payloads. Let's put that to about 3005. Let's see what happens. Does anything else happens with that? And give me a second here. Let me see if anything happens if here. Takeoff weight 65.3, 65.8. So that's getting there. I think what happened is that the fuel. So if I put 10,000. All right. Okay. I think that's pretty much, that should be okay. Not too bad. So as long as it's very close, like point zero, they said 1.0 from it, then you're in a pretty decent amount. So 64 point, so that's all good. So at the moment I'm online, but no controllers at the moment. And let me just make sure. Right, so Savannah Center is online, but we're not in Savannah, so that's okay. Okay guys, so passengers is in the back, obviously, you know, most likely. Let's just animate that they're boarding. So let's just do that. Let's pretend like they're boarding. All right, so probably you guys can hear that. Let me see if I, all right, so probably you guys can hear that sound like they're boarding. All right, so yeah guys, so let's, as you see, no doors, no everything, nothing is there, because like I said, I'm using the the 9. I'm using the 9, and the 9 it has a bit of issues, not too much, but just a bit. In terms of interior and stuff, it's not really there at the moment. But with the 8, the Max one has the interior. Okay, so today I'm not using any of the weather I used to use, which was the VisualXP, because the default weather now and the default atmospherics looks so much better now. Okay, so let me put back down the sounds inside. Alright. Yeah. So pretty much gonna go all the way up to 3.5. Okay, 3.5. And we're gonna get the rest of everything else all loaded. Now, SimBrief has this new feature, which I would have put a video up as well for you guys. So let me just put the sim volume down. Alright, so SimBrief would have added the new feature, so I'm pretty sure you guys are already aware of that. The takeoff and the landing performance. So you can actually go now into your flight plans and stuff and actually check to see what the performance is for different aircraft. So if you want to go into takeoff, so for example, if I go in this screen, so then you will see I have up here the so I'm gonna put what I have right now. It's the B737 the Max 9. I'm looking for it. Is that the one I have? Is that the default one? No, I think I was using, which one was I using? I was using one of these here. I was using one of them for the was it this one I used? No, it can't be this one. It's the 737 the 9, because SimBrief doesn't have the Max, but you can update it to the Max, and I think I did that. Okay, so let's go to this, and we're gonna put the weight, which I have for the weight for the takeoff weight, which is 74.8. And I'm gonna back here 74, let's say 74.8. Flaps optimum, everything all optimum, anti-ice off. Wind, we're gonna populate the wind. It's 118 at 18, temperature 27, altimeter is 2991, and I'm using the assume flex as well as the improve climb. So I would have had a video showing all of that, so you guys can go on my YouTube channel and you would see all of that information there as well. So if I press calculate, then it will give me the weights. So it says flap 5, takeoff 1, so I'm going to put that, and the takeoff runway length is 8,900, or the required takeoff runway available. Alright, so the wind, so as you see, it has the runway and weather, the inputs for the weights, and the output, as well as what are the configurations that you're using. Anti-ice would be off since the temperature is 29 degrees. So I'm going to be using that, so that's what I am going to put. So I'm going to go back down here, press limit, and it was takeoff 1, which is 24, because like I said, this not using the actual performance of the Max, but it's using the 737 the 900 and not the Max 900. So flaps 5 D1, and the assumed temperature is going to be 42. So 42 with takeoff 1, and let me see, what does that say? Oh, that says V1 147, V rotate 152, and V2159. Okay, so let me go here, flaps 5, the CG, which we put in here. We will update the wind 118/18. Is it 18? So it is pretty windy for takeoff, 18 knots. So that's very windy. So we're gonna have a very windy. Okay, so here we go. So the climb first is 1,500 feet. Acceleration height, which is going to be at 1,500 feet as well. And I think that's NADP1 or NADP2 for departure. So the engine out acceleration height is 1,000. So once you pass 1,000 feet, you know you're clear of in terms of obstacles and stuff like that. So let me see. Give me a second here. Right. So we're gonna go back. Oh, back to performance. N1. Take off, and we're gonna update the wind. The V1 is 147, and it's 152. So because it's only 1 plus 1 or minus, we're gonna keep that, and this one is the same as plus or minus. This one is a 159, so actually it's not plus or minus. So whether you want to use the Zibo or the Zibo 7 mod figures than the 8 than the Simber, sorry, that's entirely up to you. So I'm gonna put this on TA. Since we don't have ATC at the moment, we'll just put anything up here. Okay, we'll just put anything like that. So I'm gonna go back to the screen. So I'm using, as usual, AutoOrtho, which you've seen here in the background, and I'm using the SwiftPilot GUI. Let me show you guys. There we go. So this is the SwiftPilot GUI, which I normally use, which gives me pretty much, you know, everything that I want, load, sim brief, and stuff like that. So I don't have to do it the way that it is with the vPilot one, where you have to actually load the vPilot, then put do it online and stuff. But this one, you just press sim brief and send, and everything is sent right away. So that's why I'm using that. All right, guys. So let's get a move on. I'm gonna put Unicom 122.8. Let's go 122.8. All right, since we're in Unicom today, so let's go back to the outside view once again, and let me get this screen. Let me get this. Give me a second here, guys. All right. So you see, it's getting into the evening. So the lighting and everything, which I love about XPlane, despite I realize things are changing quite a little bit with, you know, the betas and stuff. It's not that bad, I find, for me, but still the clouds. I've always said that for me, it's the clouds and a bit of the AutoOrtho, or the Ortho basically. I don't really like how it looks too much. But yeah. So this is the aircraft in the background here, and pretty much getting ready. I am using the SAM, but I'm not using this. I'm using the I turned off the I'm using the SAM, but I turned off the ground. What's it called again? Ground Deluxe Extreme. So yeah. So you see the sound free. Oh. So for some reason, I don't know why it keeps tripping and telling me about some demo thing, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure why that does that. But I have my SAM, and you see the jetways is connected. Yeah. So I'm gonna pretty much get the rest of the things all sorted out. I'm gonna do the pre-flight. Oh, Eagle. Is that Eagle Tone? Eagle Zone. Oh, cheers, brother. Cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, Eagle Zone. That's Eagle Zone. Oh, that's you know, really appreciate that, bro. Really appreciated that. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. All right, so I'm pretty much almost ready for departure. So I'm just gonna update my MCP, which is 159 plus 20 knots, which is gonna be 179. The reason, you know, for 20 knots is because of the variations in, you know, obviously speeds and this the softwares and stuff. Sometimes it's always a little bit unpredictable, so you always add 20 knots as well as wind factor and stuff like that. So yeah, and what is the temperature? The QNH, sorry, is 2991. So pretty much almost standard today. And you can either change this ICAS, either put it off if you want to put it off, or you can switch it to the other screen down here. This I'll leave it here since I'm going to be setting the engines. I'm acting as a foreman crew today, so alright, so I'm going to close the door and I'm going to get doors. I'm going to close the doors, so the doors is closing, and this would move once the door is closed. So you see the door. So I'm gonna imagine that I got the from ground to pressurize the hydraulics. Alright, so just okay, so pretty much I think you'll probably heard that. So I'm gonna pressurize the hydraulics, make sure everything is all good for flight. Alright. So since I am on, I don't need the GPU, which is already removed since I put the APU. So everything is all good. So we can terminate that. I'm gonna close the doors, even if, well, the doors close once the everybody was boarded. And you know, you put deny. So all the doors is closed, everything is all closed. You can put checklist if you want to do the checklist, but I don't really like to use the checklist here. So for the pre-flight, normally is the runway heading, or the heading, sorry, 302 and altimeter 2991. So we did the pre-flight, the pre-departure procedure. Everything is all checked. I'm just gonna make sure everything is all in the box, which everything is in the box here. The weights, everything here. Only thing is actually, we didn't actually put runway. Yeah, the departure is already in. And it's the alcohol 5 departure. And if you go up here to go to MKJP, which is Jamaica, and we go here and go to the departure, which is the Alcoy here. So let me just bring that, hopefully I can bring that down a little bit for you guys to see. There we go. So obviously the charts in the Caribbean don't really change much, but transition altitude is 17,000 feet. Alcohol 5 departure is pretty much straight out departure to D12. But I'm not sure if is that the departure I'm doing, so I can actually verify that with what I have on. If I go back to, oh, where is it? To the Swift pilot. Alright, so if I go back on flight plan, you see it says alcohol 5. So I'm not sure why we have to be doing I'm not sure why I have to do turn around here and then actually descend that way. But that's sorry. Yeah, turn around here and then go back there. I don't think that makes sense. But pretty much just get a straight out departure on this D12 and then continue to Gnosis, which I can actually put here. So let me check that again. So I'll call it, right, so D12. Alright, so D12, which is here, so I can actually remove that and put here. Alright, so now that gives me a better, so if I go on plan view, Let me just switch the ICAS pay, or the, I think that's the name. Now we see it go straight out, and then it's gonna be going all the way down into into St. Martin. All right, so let's go back to map view and zoom all the way back out, and pretty much ready for the push and start. So since we don't have any controllers online today, so you can go and just put the let's get this I already pre-planned it, so I can just press the start pushback.
Please show me where you want to go.
And press here.
Driving up.
Okay, so that's that. All right, and yeah, like I said, this is now the Zibo, the beta pushback, sorry, the beta version, which actually has now connect tug first, and you know, you see different things, but for some reason my Zibo, the Avitab, sorry, is not working fully. The beta, which is the 0.6.4, but the latest is 0.6.3. so we have pretty much everything. So because I have the SAM, if I press the anti-collision light, then you're gonna see the jetway disconnects. Okay, so we have pretty much everything pretty much sorted out, ready for pushback. Okay, so let me give you a little outside view so you guys see that. Press C, and like I said, this is the Caribbean Airlines livery, but this is for the Max 8, which that's why it doesn't have the Caribbean Airlines sign here. And yeah, I mean, at least you can still see the mod still works, the Max team design, but this is not the full latest edition, since it's not licensed for them. So this is like the outdated version of the Max. So but it was updated up to the XPlane 12 version, just not as of April. I think it would have been from January or February. So I'm gonna remove the brakes now, and I'm gonna start the clock. All right, so we're gonna get the before start procedure, which is APU 1, packs 1 and 2 off. I'm gonna start engine number 1. So I'm gonna bring this back, and let's see if this works properly. All right, so clearly I can see a little bit of an issue. Is it? Actually, well, it seems like it's working. The engine is starting up with the left engine, which is one over here. Yes, guys. All right, so it's now up to 25. So I'm gonna, and this is the thing about the Max. As you can see, this before the NG has the one where you pull up, but with the Max it has a kind of pull out screw thing, and then put it in this in a position. Okay, so that's engine number 1 starting up. I should probably make you all hear that. Let me see. All right. All right, so I'm gonna do for engine number 2. That's what I'm gonna do for engine number 2. So I'm gonna get engine number 2 started up, and let's hear what we hear.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm not sure. You can hear the engine starting up. All right, so we're gonna put parking brakes on.
Disconnecting tool. Stand by.
Okay, so it reached 25. Once it reached 25, it said monitoring, which you guys saw a while ago. Did you know I'm from the Caribbean? That Ryan Aviator? Actually no, bro. I didn't know actually. Are you from the Caribbean? What part of the Caribbean are you from, bro? You can actually follow my Discord channel, which I have a lot of Caribbean personnel inside of there. So, did you just follow me? Oh, I see different people just follow me. So, guys, if you wanna to know about the Max, you can actually follow me in my Discord channel. So I can show you my screen here. So I just had a guy, the bot. The bot just showed pretty much what somebody. So yeah, guys. But you know, my channel got a lot of people inside of it. So if you see it in the Caribbean section, let me bring it more on screen. So you see in the Caribbean section, I've got a few guys here, Trinis and Bajans, St. Kitts up here, Guyana. So different guys from the Caribbean is here as well. St. Lucia is also there. You got 1-2 guys inside there. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of guys inside of there. So just hit me a message. Hit me a message on Discord, or the link to my Discord is also in my bio, in the bio of this stream. So just go in the bio of this stream and you would see a link there. So once you get the link, then I would be able to see you there. Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, bro. Yeah. Well, I'll add you up. I'll add you up in the chat. In the general, which that's where everybody ends up, in the general section. And oh, I now see you, bro. I now see you. Welcome, welcome. You know, the bot just saw you. Welcome. Welcome, that Ryan Aviator. So I'll add you up, which I am doing right about now. I'm adding you up as and I have to make sure I add your name right. I don't want to. What's your name? Is your name TT? Oh, your name is TT. Oh, just making sure. I don't want to add your name up the wrong way, because you know I can change your nickname in the server. Okay, can we get the Caribbean rule if you live in the US? A Caribbean rule? What do you mean Caribbean rule? What do you mean the Caribbean rule? Alright. So, oh, I made it. Yeah, bro. Right. So, let me see. So one from TT and oh, is it Toyo from TT? I just seen alright guys, well do identify yourself. Okay. So just identify your countries, guys, in the Discord in the general section, and then I will be adding you all to the section of Caribbean in the Discord channel. Let me see. Just sent a message. Yes, and I just saw your message in Discord. Just saw your message in Discord. So yeah, quite a lot of guys online. You know, quite a few trainees online actually. So they got 3 of them online actually. I have about like 6 Trinidadians inside inside the channel. They normally fly together as well. I fly, you know, in the starting of the year, you know, we used to do some group flights and stuff, but obviously we start getting very busy, so yeah, we don't all fly together as much anymore, but yeah, you know, we keep a connection together. You know, if you go in the chat, if we go in the chat section, actually I can show you guys the chat section. You know, we talk about so many things in the chat. Oh, sorry. So many things in the chat, guys. So yeah. Also, I subscribe. Yeah, bro. Thanks a lot. You know, that Ryan Aviator. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And shout out to you. And that was the 200th subscription, guys. You know, really appreciate it, guys. You know, 200 subscription, guys. Thank you for the 200 sub. Thank you very much. You know, really love that to you guys. You know. Yes, guys. Yeah, so like I said, just identify yourself in the general section. Yeah, just identify yourself in the general section, add your country, put your country, and then I will add you up to the Caribbean section. Blue Rails just joined. Thanks, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so it's nice to get the support from you guys. Really nice. And that's yeah, it's really nice. So I'm gonna get engine the fuel pump, sorry, 1 and 2 center, sorry, open. I'm not doing full SOPs today, and yeah, so not full SOPs. So but I do normally do SOPs, full SOP. So that's the packs 1 and packs 2 on. Gonna get the APU bleeds off, get the isolation switches to auto, making sure that we isolate the well, put it to auto so that both work. So if one doesn't work, then the other pack would come into play. Yeah, bro. Well, I'll make a vid for you to boost your channel. Oh, bro. Well, thanks. Really appreciate. Really appreciate it, bro. Really appreciate it. Whatever you wanna do, if you wanna collab or stuff like that, that's okay. Really appreciate it. And yeah, gonna put the engine start to continuous. So everything still works like the NG with the max and well, the overhead. But obviously the layout here, the screens here is, as you can see, is the max, so that's pretty good with the whole max team design. And there's the only thing is just the I would have liked for the max 9 version for me to, if I go in ident, I'm not seeing the engine rating, but you can see with the 8, the max 8, but the 9 doesn't have it. But obviously this the OP program seems like it's updated to the 9, so that's that seems to be good. Obviously I have to update the navigraph, which I haven't done. Unfortunately, I forget to do that, but that's okay. The Caribbean chats doesn't really change as much. Probably tonight. Or well, yeah, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. So yeah, we're pretty much almost ready. So I'm gonna get flaps 5, and I'm gonna get the controls. Now my controls are slightly a little wonky because of, and I've been using it for some time. So all right, so if we go full left, yeah, things are a little bit wonky because of I have some bad, or some I've realized lately I have some issues with the where is it? The XPUIPC. So I've been trying to fix that, and it hasn't really been I still haven't gotten it to fix fully yet, but I've been trying. Anyways, everything's still okay, so I'm gonna get my trims to 6. Make sure everything is all good. Alright, so I'm gonna get the rudder left. Make sure the rudder seems to work though. So that's all good. The rudder works, so that's all good. Alright, so I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna put this back here and I'm gonna leave it up here. So flaps 5 all set, trims is all set. Okay. Yeah, so everything is all good. So we're pretty much ready for taxi. Bro, 4 people just subscribed in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, bro, thanks, man. That's really nice, really appreciate you guys, really appreciate you guys. Anyway, signing off. Yeah, bro, thanks nevertheless, I have you guys in the Discord. So, like I said, guys, just write your name in the chat, in the general chat. Write your country, sorry, in the general of the Discord if you are using Discord. I guess your name also has TT or so, then I'll know, so I can actually add you to my Caribbean section of my Discord, because normally Discord doesn't add it, and you have to actually add it to the into the new group. So I have to add you guys to the new group so you guys see who else is from the Caribbean is there. Yeah, so, and I have a lot of other guys as well. So, but it's nice that the guys in the Caribbean is really is there, and you know, flying together and stuff like that. So anyways guys, let's get a move on. It's now 4:53 local time according to me. UW, not too sure what I meant, but signing off. Alright, cool bro. Thanks for having you today. Thanks for being on board. You know, really appreciate it. You know, really appreciate it. We'll see you again. I just started back doing some streams since I just flew back into a different country. I, you know, traveled quite a bit in the past 3 months, so it's been very exhausting. Kim, she's here. I think she's still on the live. She's moderator. You know, we've been flying out a few times. Yeah, doing quite a bit of things. So, you know, in the vacation time. Anyways, so I'm gonna get everything. So most likely when we get into St.Maarten, it's gonna be quite dark. I'm not leaving. I'm just watching from and texting from my phone. Oh, all right, bro. Nice to have you on. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything all sorted out. So the part that is worrying the most with this mod is the client performance. Yeah, I'm just watching TV and texting from my phone. Yeah, I understand, bro. I'm already going to I'll let you focus. Yeah, I'm pretty fine here. Just making sure that everything is all good. Yeah, so like I said before, the Caribbean Airlines livery, because this is not the Max 8, this is the Max 9 version, that it doesn't have the Caribbean Airlines, the logos, the proper logos, because obviously it's quite fictional for this version. And yeah, but you can see that the whole bird is actually sinking a little bit here. But at least the aircraft itself works, everything else works. So that's pretty nice. Yeah. Like I said, I removed myself. Normally I would put myself on the live so that you guys can see me while I'm okay. So I'm gonna take this out just for now. I'm gonna put traffic, which is already on, sorry, and I'm gonna put weather. So the weather actually works in XPlane, so that's good. And you see it's quite a bit, you know, some weathers are wrong, so that's gonna accelerate now. Let's go. And here we go. Alright guys. So I'm not using my ACARs today. I decided to not use the ACARs. That's okay. Because I'm running a lot of betas and stuff, testing things, making sure everything is all good, checking out things. The cloud, I think, for XPlane. Oh, did y'all see that light lane here? Before, XPlane didn't really used to have the light lane showing pretty too well, so that's really nice. Okay, so let's get back. Let's get back here. All right. All right. All right. There we go. And we're taxiing all the way down on I mean we can always go on Avitab. But I think with this, actually the only way to show it with this issue, because there's the beta, you actually have to go up here and actually go on for example maps, and then you'll see it from this screen. But yeah, there is an issue with oh, let me see, why is it? Alright, sorry, just was taking some time to load in. Yeah, so there is an issue with this version of the Avitab, which is the beta version, 0.6.4. So some reason it has a bit of an issue where a lot of things not loading. You will expect that because this is XPlane 12.1, the beta as well. So things are not going to be perfectly fine, which you expect. As you can see here, you know, it's pretty struggling to actually to render the whole maps. So yeah, just gonna leave it like that. So I'm gonna zoom in a bit. Alright, so yeah guys, you know, we're getting there, getting ready for departure. You know, getting ready for departure, guys. You know, pretty soon. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream so far. And yeah, beautiful, lovely Jamaica. So let me just show you guys again. I'm in the aircraft, but this is a lovely Jamaica. You know, I have AutoOrtho running in the background, which I'll show you the aircraft areas. Hopefully it's not drifting off course. Yeah, but yep, it's going all the way down, and be taking off roughly in the next 5 minutes or so. Nobody right now at the moment is online, so yeah, that's okay. So I'm gonna go back inside, just making sure everything is all good. Alright, so no ATC at the moment. Well, actually only Savannah, but I'm not in Savannah right now. And let me get models. Alright, so yeah, no ATC, so everything's all good. Oops, I'm gonna make sure I stay. Alright, so throttle down a bit. Okay. Alright. So for the B4 takeoff procedure is going to be making sure that the flaps is there, and you know, the trims is already there, so that's all good. RTO. Okay. There we go. Alright. Alright, so yeah, so I'm just gonna make a call.
Approaching 1, 2.
So ground. That's gonna be what was that again? Oh, sorry. Norman Mali and traffic. Norman Mali traffic is lining up runway 12 Norman Mali traffic.
On runway 12.
Thank you, Russ, for letting me know runway 12. So yeah. Okay. So yeah guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, do subscribe to the channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed, you know, thank you for your support. We had a few guys just subscribe, and I really appreciate it to those who haven't subscribed. But thanks to those who have subscribed to the channel, and is part of the whole Discord. So a few guys is inside there, and I will be putting you guys in the Caribbean section so you guys know, or you guys see the other guys from the Caribbean there as well. Obviously that's those that are online right now, and two of them is playing, one is playing Minecraft, one is yeah, it's flight sim. But yeah, let's get ready. Let's get ready for this departure. Yeah guys, so like I said, thank you so much to you guys who supported the channel. Yeah. Okay, so let me just put out a bit. So for the departure, it's gonna be runway heading. We're gonna climb all the way out, and then we're gonna make a slight departure to the right. Let me see. It says climb on 12 at beyond 12, then gonna right to intercept. Yeah, gonna just right to intercept the 156. But that's if you're going back to Mike Lima Yankee VRR. But we're going straight out departure, and there is terrain, so you can put the terrain, which I'm gonna put weather on my side, and then keep the terrain since it's daytime on his side. Where to find the XPlane 12 MAX aircraft? Yeah, I can actually I'll put it in my I'll put it in my Discord, so you guys can actually get those files. So if you hit me up a message in my Discord, yeah, you would see those files for the Max. Okay, yeah, so it's not just the Max, it's gonna be the Max 8 with the 200 version, which is basically the one category or one class, which is 200 seatings, and it also has the Max, the 7 as well. So go to my resource folder, guys, if you want the Max. And if you have any message to if you have any message that you want to send me in terms of installation or anything, if I'm not on the live, then you can send me a message and stuff, and we can discuss getting it all fixed. So if you have any query or anything, yeah, Robert, no problem at all, sir. Alright, so landing lights 1 and 2 on, making sure everything's all good. So that's what we have for takeoff. Alright, making sure everything's all good. So we're gonna put stick forward, so don't mind the whole controls, because like I say, I have a bit of issues with my whole, at the moment, my whole controls with the XUIPC. It has some issues, but it's not going to be a big issue. Just making sure that everything's all good. Hopefully it doesn't be a big issue. But yeah, you're gonna get like incompatible things happening, especially with the betas. Alright, so I'm gonna get the music down a little bit so we can focus on the departure out of Norman Mali. So here we are, here's the aircraft in all of its beauty, guys. Here's the aircraft. And I like the whole lighting with XPlane 12. How did you manage to get the plane working? Yeah, this one is the 9, and the 9 is working without the Zibo. So you no longer need the Zibo. Well, based on which files you have, because they have some files being shared around which would be different versions. But if you have up to the latest version, you're supposed to be able to use it independently. So I no longer using it with the 737 the NG version, but I have it both running in the sim together, but just separately, but it both on running at the moment, just like I said, separately. With the Max 8, you actually have to copy those files to the Zibo. Yeah, you have to copy those files to the Zibo to be able to get it running. Anyways, so you see the sunset. So like when we get into St.Maarten, it would be night. Well, close towards, well, pretty much night, just about night. Yeah, the lighting, I would say, for XPlane 12.1, that's the thing I like the most. In some of my videos, I would have displayed that. The lighting and everything is a little bit better, I would say. Well, not a little bit, I would say a lot better in terms of the lighting. The clouds still needs a lot of work, but I don't think it's that bad. It still needs a lot of work. I am running the AutoOrtho in the background, so you would see the hopefully the terrain, everything looks a little bit better from a higher altitude. Anyways, guys, let me get out of here, and oh, here you can see like how the AutoOrtho, you know, you can see that it's pretty much showing here the whole Ortho and stuff, but the Ortho is basically just for ground textures. That's pretty much what it does. It just changes the ground textures, but some people get the perception that it changes almost everything, but it doesn't. It's just the ground textures just change, and that's pretty much what the AutoOrtho does. It just changes the ground textures to look a little bit more realistic. Yeah, in the Caribbean, obviously, you get a lot of shores, you know, stuff like that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get into the aircraft. I'm gonna get ready for departure. So don't mind, like I said, the controls. I have slight little issues with the XP UIPC, but that's okay. So I'm gonna throttle forward now, guys, since we're fully ready for departure. And alright, and I'm gonna do it manually. Press the toggle. and I'm gonna put the clock. Alright, start. So you can hear the sounds of the Max. So hopefully you guys can hear that. Okay, so let's get back. Let's get back center. Alright. Alright, so let's get this view again. 100 knots. V1. Rotate. Alright. Positive rate. Ooh. I told you all it's windy. I told you all it's windy today because it's 18 knots. Look, it's showing 12 knots. Woo. Yes, guys. Pretty windy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Pretty windy. Oh, yes. The passengers would definitely feel that. But, you know, they'll definitely feel that. But it's pretty windy. So, whew. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it's very, very windy. So, which I did say at the start of the stream that it's going to be a windy departure since it's 118 knots. Since 118 degrees, well, initially at 18 knots, so that's pretty windy. And yeah, okay, here we go. So I'm just pretty much trying to stabilize it. Pretty windy. Anyways, so I'm gonna get the autopilot on so that we can focus a little bit. Ooh, there we go. And LNAV as well. So we're gonna get flaps 1. Actually, we're gonna get head-in mode. Let's get head-in mode. It's supposed to change. Why is it not? Okay. Alright, sorry guys. So, yep. So that's what normally happens, as you guys already know. Sometimes the betas, you know, have some issues with the betas. So I just deactivated the autopilot just to make sure I get the climb out. Once everything is all good. Yeah, so the passengers will definitely be feeling that right now, but I mean we're not sinking, at least we're climbing out, just making sure that we get out of these clouds. Once we get out of these clouds, then everything will be okay. Yeah, the passengers will definitely feel that, I'm not gonna lie. They would definitely feel that. Okay, oh yes, let's very challenging departure, which we had already know would happen. I did say that it was very windy and the weather was around. So, whew, they picked the wrong day for flying. Ooh, alright. Ooh. Yeah, man. Ooh, it's like riding a donkey, innit? Alright, so we're gonna get flaps up, sorry. Get to a speed. Alright, alright. Come on, come on. Alright, so get the trims down a little bit. Once we climb out of the clouds, then we should be alright. But first of all, let me just make sure. So yeah, we're climbing out. Ooh, here we go. There we go, guys. We're getting there, So just gonna put no sig. Activate that. There we go. So we're going up a little bit too much. So let's trim down a bit. Let's trim down. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Yes, obviously you see it's windy now, it's up to 16 knots. So yeah guys. Ooh. That was a very difficult departure, man. Very difficult departure, I wouldn't lie. Alright, so we get LNAV. Oh. What's happening here? It's supposed to be, but I'm not sure why it's not following my flight director. Alright, so almost sunk on the short final when coming into the headwinds. Yeah, bro. Okay, so today it was working today, but for some reason at the moment it's giving me a little bit of headache. So let me just try to get this sorted out, and I'm gonna see, because you see it's not getting the heading at all. It's supposed to be getting the heading. Okay, let me see if it stabilizes itself now. Let me see. Okay, so it seems like it's trying to stabilize itself now. It seems. So that's all good. So it seems like it's trying to get itself together now. Because today it was obviously working, and it still works, but you just have to make sure that, you just have to make sure that it stabilizes itself. I mean, I'm running a lot of betas at the moment, so you would expect that with all the betas running. Okay, so let's try to turn. Let's see if it'll head. Okay, so that seems to work. Everything seems to work now. Alright, so that's all good. Alright, so let me get outside. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so everything seems to be working. Yeah, so with this is XPlane 12.1 beta, so people just have to be mindful about that. Let me get the interior sounds down a little bit so you guys can hear me a little bit. So this is XPlane 12.1 beta, so obviously things gonna be a little bit hectic. I'm gonna take out the and as you see, this is the weather, and terrain doesn't show anything at the moment, so everything is all good. Yeah, I'll come to you guys just now. Just give me a quick second here. So yeah, Joel, almost sunk on shot finder when coming into St. Lucia today. 25 headwind. Yeah, bro. Today is just very windy today, especially St. Lucia. St. Lucia is always windy, man. You see, here it is. Here it goes again. Here it goes again. Like it disconnected. So you see, like it has its little issues, man. Sometimes. All right. So let me see if I get L now. So you see, there we go. You see, sometimes it just removes itself from L now. But I think that happens with because of my FSUIPC issue, the XUIPC issue that I have. So we pass 10,000 feet. So we're gonna put all of this off. Yeah, so I have XUIPC issue obviously. So you're gonna find my controls moving around a lot. So obviously I have to monitor that to make sure that everything goes well. Yeah, the weather is not too good today at all, and yeah, I just had to make sure everything's all smooth. So it's climbing out to the speed. Now I like to climb at 280 because I find like at 300 it comes really slow. But as you can see, the aircraft works. It works. It's just obviously because of betas and different things running, it's gonna have some issues. But so far everything seems to work. Although I haven't seen the terrain working too well at the moment. Yeah, I haven't seen the terrain working too well. But the weather seems to be working okay. Now, let me make sure that I check the weather for St. Maarten. The elevation, sorry, for St. Maarten. The elevation for St. Maarten is 14 feet, or else we'll get a lot of pressurization issues. Is 0, so that's all good. I keeping the engine start on because we just never know what's gonna happen with this whole ZiboMod. Yeah. Oh, you guys saw Lightning again? Alright, so yeah, like I said, I'll come to you guys in Discord a little bit later in the flight, so that I can sort you guys out. I've seen more people coming into Discord, so that's really nice. Yeah, so I'm just looking at the Discord here. Alright guys, so like I said in the chat, just add your name. In the general, just add your country, so I can add you guys properly in my Discord. Yeah, so as you see, the Caribbean, I have quite a lot of Caribbean friends, so I'm just trying to navigate everybody so that everybody knows or can see who are the people around the country and stuff like that. So just for better coordination, so that we all know who's there and who's not. So at the moment, we have a lot of weather coming out of Jamaica. It's gonna be pretty frightening for a lot of passengers right now with all of this weather. Yeah. So this is nice. Yeah. Alright guys, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm not too sure. What do you guys think? Ooh. Yeah, what do you guys think about XPlane 12.1 or even the Zibo as well? The sort of, I call it Zibo 737MAX, which it rightfully is because it's not fully licensed by the Max team design. So it is pretty much the Zibo, yeah, it's pretty much the Zibo. Alright guys, yeah, got the 200 subscription today, so guys, thank you so much for that. Yeah, so we're just climbing out here. We're just monitoring, making sure that everything is all good because we don't want any issues, especially on since there's a lot of issues, especially coming out with this whole XPlane 12 and especially with the Zibo. So at the moment, let me see, the weather seems to be clearing up a bit. It seems like. But I mean the weather, for me it's still a bit of an issue, even if I find like the rain is a little bit more pronounced compared to before. But my issue is that the way the rain, the random rain still comes out here and there. I still have an issue with the whole random rain thing. So that's my issue with the XPlane 12.1. But so far it does seem to be good. I'm not gonna lie, it does seem to be okay. And yeah, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It's really nice. Join the channel as well, the Discord channel. So I do appreciate you guys for showing your support. So all those who have shown their support. Yeah, so the random rain thing, I still think it's a little bit of an issue for me, I find with XPlane. The weather seems to be, I mean, I can see now that with XPlane that the cloud height and stuff like that is, it has a different layers of clouds, so that's pretty good. But my issue is the way the rain sometimes falls and the way the cloud shapes. I mean, that same issue I have with the whole grainy clouds with XPlane, with Microsoft. I have Microsoft as well, but I find a lot of grainy clouds with both Microsoft and as well as XPlane 12 or XPlane on a whole. Anyways, guys, yeah, like I said, do subscribe, show your support. It's really, I really enjoy your support for being in the for being part of my stream today. So while we climb out here, guys, just getting a bit of music for you guys, and yeah, we'll be talking a little bit more in just a second about this whole aircraft. So at the moment we're climbing out and the rain is still falling, which I find, I mean, I know the weather, there's a lot of weather today, because there's two weather still around in terms of, so if I think it's on page 20, on page 15, yeah, I mean there's still some weather around, and the winds are pretty much showing basically a tailwind. Okay, so that's flight level 340. But yeah, we have some weather, as you can see, both left and right, around the region. So you would expect some weather. It was a very windy departure, very windy departure. So yeah. So a little bit more things, things to discuss. In the previous one, the Max 8, I had a bit of issue in terms of climb out performance. So right now I'm just monitoring the time and the height to reach. I'm gonna see whether it works exactly like the way it's supposed to, because other users have also reported issue with climb performance. And I think Zibo did mention about let me see if I go in Zibo again. I think they did mention about the climb performance. So if I go show you the screen here and the Zibo, I think with the whole new 0.1.22, if we go in the where is the change logs? In the change logs, so you see they said apparently fix rain on the windshield as well as fix bugs, which is lost cruise altitude, things like that. So yeah, but one of the mistakes that people make is that they do not they say do not install on top of the existing ZiboMod. So that was something that people normally do. They'll just update it on top of a mod already. But really and truly, you have to actually take the whole new version, or the whole new version with the beta, or yeah, the version, or whichever way you want to call it, and just add it to the sim instead of updating it on top of, because some files would be removed from, for example, the 20 to 22, or some might be remained from the old one from like 15 to 20. I know, so you have to delete it and then get the whole new file. So that's what people have to do, and some guys don't do that and they end up in some issues. Yeah, but when it comes to the whole Zibo, you have to update the you have to get the latest update for the Zibo, and then add the Max 8 files to the Zibo, and then the aircraft should work okay. But I've realized, I've done some testing and stuff, and then I've realized that the performance, or the climb performance, is a bit of an issue with it. Yeah, so if you guys have any other question that you want to ask me, don't hesitate, shoot me a message. Okay, so let me see. Alright, so just give me a quick second here, guys. I'm just here in this Discord, so if you guys want to shoot me a message, I'm here in Discord. I'll still see you on the live. I'll still see you on the live stream. If you have a message, shoot me a message, whether on Discord or on the live, in the chat, and I will be getting to you. So I'm just updating. That's the guy with PL.MCMX. Let me see. He's from Antigua, and yeah, he's from Antigua. Let me see who else. Oh, is he from Antigua? Right, that's the one from Antigua, is it? Let me see. Oh no, sorry. Is he from Antigua? Oh. Oh, they got different ones. Oh, I see. Alright. So yeah, the aircraft is climbing out of level 2, 3. Now that's where it starts to get a little bit of climb performance issue, because it's from about 22,000 feet to about 30. It takes some time to actually get climbed out, and that's the issue I'm actually having with the mod. But other than that, everything else seems to work. So we're just gonna be monitoring it still and seeing that everything works. The weather is not too good at the moment. I'm using the live weather, but it's not too good at the moment. Okay, so okay, let me see. Alright, so yeah, we're climbing out of some clouds. Let me yeah, everything seems to be working okay so far, not too bad. Oh, so let's put that off the RTO. Like I said, I'm not doing full but I left the engine starts on still, since with this aircraft, anything is possible to happen. So I'm gonna leave it on. We're climbing out of some weather here still, obviously. So a lot of things happening, which I don't think this rain is actually rain, because this is XPlane 12. So you'll expect probably that might happen with the whole wind rain thing with XPlane. And yeah. So I'm here in Discord. So if you guys wanna send me a message, do send me a message in Discord. I'm just sorting out some things here. I'm just sorting out some things here in Discord. All right. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So things getting a little bit. You can see some weather coming up, but we're getting there. So you know, we're climbing out of flight of 27,000 feet. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So that's a good thing. We're getting there. You know, making sure that we get there. So that's a very good thing. Let me see. Okay, so it seems like we're climbing. We're getting out of clouds. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Alright, so we get out of cloud. So, you know, it seems like we're going up. So far, the mod seems to be working okay so far. Not too bad. So I really like that. Okay, so let me just... Alright, although I'm seeing that my speeds, I have to make sure that my speed is all good, because at the moment, let me see. Alright, so let me go back and make sure that we get good speed. So I put it back on VNav to make sure that we get. So it seems like we might have to, and like I said, you know, there is always a climb performance issue with this. What you just have to do is, at times you just have to put it to the max, max, either the max rate or the max angle. Yeah, here we go, here we go, there we go. Yeah, the whole weather and everything. You see that? Do we see what the weather? Yeah, I mean, this whole grainy things with XPlane 12 at the moment, the beta, you know, seems to have a bit of issue. I mean, the lighting and everything, but things obviously starting to change a bit. Let me see. Yeah. So things starting to look a bit different with XPlane 12. Some people don't like it, you know, the whole changes and everything. I don't particularly like everything. This is beta, so things gonna be constantly changing with the files. And yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, just give me a quick. Yeah, I'm just watching everything, just making sure everything is all good, guys. Yeah, I'm making sure I'm just monitoring the aircraft and everything, because you know you really have to monitor this aircraft just to make sure that everything is going smoothly. It's taking some time to reach the flight level 350, but that's okay. right. Let me see. Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. Not as bad, but I mean the aircraft is still doing some things, but it's not too bad. I would still like it to have a little better performance, but there we go. I don't know why the clouds keep changing, because for some reason the weather just keeps changing with it. Updating on the move. So I think like the weather is the issue that causing some issues with this whole sim. Yeah, not too bad though. But you know, here we go up to 30. Let me see, what's the time? How long did it take to get there? All right. So, okay. Let me see. All right. Okay, so far, okay. All right, here we go. You see, it removed the LNAV VNAV again. See, so every now and then it's gonna do that. Yep. See that? Every now and then it's gonna cause a bit of headache. I'm not sure why it does that, but it does it. It's supposed to connect, but obviously it's not. Okay, so why is it doing that? Alright, so let me see. Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, it's still staying on the performance, which is the 93, 94. Yeah. So you're gonna find some issues with it, obviously. But as expected, you know, which is why a lot of people, obviously, they're looking at and seeing if this aircraft, if it's able to fly and stuff like that. It's been 27 minutes and we haven't even reached flight level 350. So, you know, you're gonna get some issues with it. And I find in all my testing with it, I've gotten a lot of issues with it. Some of them, well, there are times it was good. I was able to fly, but I think the weather is definitely affecting all of it right now. Yep. The weather is definitely affecting it right now. Alright. Yeah, so we're climbing out. And we're climbing out probably a little bit too steep right now. That's a bit too steep. Ooh. So it's using the yeah, I think the weather, I'm hoping that the weather is good, because I don't think rain will be falling like that at this altitude, so I'm just not too sure what is going on, to be honest. Why the weather is acting that way. Alright, oh, there we go. Oh, oh. Yeah, it just keeps removing itself. Yeah, so it just keeps jamming, but yeah, that's my issue. That's my actual issue. Especially with the XPlane 12.1 beta, like a lot of things just seems to be changing all the time. Yeah, like I don't know why it just keeps just keeps you know, moving around like this because the weather's supposed to be more stable. I don't know if it's probably because of things just not loading in properly, but yeah, probably that might be the issue with it, probably. But it's not, it's taking a lot to keep up with the okay, so let me see. All right, so okay. All right, so I'm not sure why why it's fighting, man. Like it's really fighting, man. But I don't think that's the weather, man. Like I honestly think the weather is a lot better than that. So I just need to know why this weather is doing that. Let me refresh it. Let me rescan again. Because I don't think at that altitude the weather is supposed to be like that. So something is, let me see. Okay, alright, downloading, just 88% done. So you see it's like sticking in here a bit. 89, so you know it's supposed to be loading in, but I'm not sure why it's not loading. I mean, obviously it's all silver and all these kind of things, so you're gonna get a lot of little issues here and there. But it's supposed to be loading, come on. 89. Alright, supposed to be downloading the weather from its server. Because I'm using, like I said, the 12.1.0, the beta version, so I want to see the changes, and you know, it has its own weather, and so far it doesn't seem to be doing too well in terms of its own weather. So I've never had to have that. I never had that issue before. Yeah, I've never had that issue before. So I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why it's giving that issue right there. Hi, the chosen one, JL. Hello to you again. Hello to you again. Okay, so this stuck on 89%. So I'm not sure why is it stuck on 89%, but it's not supposed to be stuck on 89%. It's supposed to be loading the entire weather. But I mean, obviously it's XPlane 12.1 beta, and you know the weather is also like they have their own weather server thing that they're doing for XPlane 12. But let's see how long this whole thing, let's see how long it takes. Let's see how long it takes. Yeah, let's see how long it takes, because it's supposed to load in its weather, and for some reason it's not, because the weather being pretty bad, and I'm pretty sure you don't get rain coming out like that. So something is definitely. Do you remember me? Yeah, I remember you when I said the chosen one, JL. Yeah, I remember you when we did the stream, was it the giveaway? Okay, so it's finalizing. Okay, so let me see. Real world weather is still downloading. Yeah, so I remember you, JL. So I'm just trying to figure out some things here, like why the weather is acting up the way it's acting up right now. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, so some things just disconnected as well. Is it a weather? Yeah, so it seemed like there's some weather issue. Probably is a weather server issue. For some reason, because it seems to be loading in things pretty slowly and stuff like that. Right. Yeah, it seems to be loading in the weather pretty slowly. So, I mean, they did talk about that, the whole issue with XPlane 12.1. There was, I think, in the beta 5, they did talk about the whole weather fix thing. But I'm not using the beta 5. So I don't know if, okay, so let me see, something changed. Probably the weather side loading in a little bit. Am I gonna see better clouds or not? I mean, at the moment, let me see. I don't know why we keep being in that old fog. Like we just in that old fog with rain thing, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. I disable my my VisualXP, since the VisualXP changes the whole atmospherics and everything, the clouds, the weather, but I disable it because I want to see with the betas how it looks. But at the moment, for some reason, the weather is not downloading the best. So yes, but give me a second to just looking at some files to see if just to see what's happening behind the scenes with it. Okay. All right. So far so good. I mean, not too bad. Okay, so it's not too bad. Alright, yeah, it's not too bad. Well, you know, this whole thing, man, I don't know why, like, for some reason, the weather just not loading in properly, which affecting, obviously, my flight, in terms of, I mean, we get into 45,000 feet, which we are right now, so we're at cruise altitude, but the weather is obviously bad. I mean, you can look at the weather radar screen, and you can see that it is showing bad weather. So I think what I would do is, because of the weather cells up ahead, I will deviate to the right. I'll deviate to the right for about 20 degrees to the right, just to avoid all our weather cells here. Now, XPlane MSFS weather obviously is not as accurate, but XPlane, you do tend to feel the aircraft changing when you go in that weather cell, so it does obviously take into consideration, you know, the to be moving the aircraft around and stuff like that. You see, well, obviously the altitude, at that altitude, you're not gonna be getting too many clouds like that at that altitude. I mean, you know, in pitch black like that. So obviously the weather is not loading in properly. Yeah, so that's the slight little issue here. Let me see. Let me see. So let's give me a quick second here. Alright, so now, I mean, everything seems to be okay. I'm tracking to the right just to avoid any weather cell. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid any weather cell. Alright, so Ryan Aviator, if you're there, so I'm just changing your tags so that you can be seen as with your country in Discord. Ryan Aviator, so if you're there, if you're still on. Okay, so just give me a second here and I'll do that for you. So in that way you'll see all your, you know, people would see you, some of your guys, whoever. as well. It's just good to show. I mean, if you're in a mobile app, then you would see the other countries. But with the desktop one, it's only identifying it based on it will show like TT, for example, or BB, which is Barbados, GY, you know, Guyana, KN, which you'll know is St. Kitts, LC, which is St. Lucia, you know. And yeah, so far, okay. So I would have added let me see. I would have just added Joel, and right. So Ryan. So when he comes back online, which is not at the moment on Discord. So yeah, but Joel. Huh. All right. So Joel is from St. Lucia, so that's nice. So I'm just tracking right just for a bit, just to avoid the weather cells. As you see, and it's clearing up as I'm tracking right. So yeah, just trying to stay away from all this weather. And okay, so I'll turn left just about 5 degrees left. Alright, so at the moment the weather cleared up. Well, what I mean the weather, the rains, but I still see clouds. But probably have to go higher to avoid the weather, the clouds. Probably that's why there are clouds here. You know, all this weather here. So it's probably like that right now in the real world for true. Okay, so the center tank is empty, so since the continuous is on, so you can put that off. This is how you normally do it. And then you put the start switches off. There is some procedures for doing that actually. Some real world pilots can actually tell you about that in terms of putting the center tank off. I think with the A320 it's pretty much almost the same as well. You have to put, I think you put in the controls down here, the ignition to start, and then you put in the tanks off or something like that, if I remember. Alright, so at the moment it says the estimated time for arrival is going to be 22:54 Zulu, so that's just after 6 o'clock, 6:50 local time in St. Martin, and that's going to be into the sunset twilight. So probably it seemed like the weather was there since it was loading in, because as you see it's clearing up. So probably the altitude is where they had a lot of the clouds, and we were there in the clouds at 45. So I'm just gonna see it's I'm just deviating from plan because I'm just trying to avoid all the weather cells here, even if the weather is going straight. Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid the weather cells here. So how far is the weather cells? And you see they have some more on the left, so we'll probably keep that out that direction for about another 40 nautical miles, and then we would probably turn slightly left again. So yeah, we made it. We made it. I still have to track down the fuel, and making sure, because you know I've done some testing and everything, just to make sure the weather and everything, the fuel is in fact on par. So it's flight level 350, but I'm not sure why it's saying 34 here. Let me see if I put altitude. Let me see. Let me go back to FMC, go back to performance page, and altitude 34 or 35, sorry, because something is slightly wrong, because I'm not sure why this showing 35 and 34. So you're gonna get these issues. There's quite a lot of weather down here, huh? Quite a lot of weather over there. Now this whole blue effect, let me see, is this Alt F3? Oh, okay, so this game doesn't support my, well, at the moment it's not in the NVIDIA, but I have the AutoOrtho but I guess this is the whole XPlane 12.1. You know, things get a little bit blue, and I realized things got a lot blue already. So we passing over. Let me put the airport, and that's going to be let me see, which airport is that? MD. Which airport is that? Alright, so let me go back to Avitab. If I go back, oh, I have to do it up here. Avitab, and if I go back to files, if I go back to maps, so let's see what happens. Yeah, this is the beta version of the Avitab. Okay, so let me see. Let me turn heading left just a bit again so we can stay on course now. Alright, so you see there's a lot of clouds and things over there, so we're trying to avoid all of this whole weather over here. Okay, so this doesn't seem to work. The map is trying to give some issue here. Oh, it's just taking long to load in. Oh, why did... Let me see. Alright. Let me just go out again and zoom out again. It seemed like I did the right thing. I know the passengers obviously was very, very shocked. Alright, we'll just keep that closed for now. We'll come back to it. Yeah, guys. So, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. You know, do link me in Discord. Thank you so much, guys. You know, for those who would have subscribed today. Yeah, you know, those who have subscribed today, thank you so much, guys. You know, really, really appreciate it. And yeah, it's lovely, you know, it's really, really lovely. And it's lovely to see that, you know, you guys are supporting and stuff like that. At the moment, yeah, you know, getting there slowly into the arrival. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just making sure everything is all good and everything is all running. You know, just making sure everything is all running. Okay, so yeah, let me see. Yeah, so far everything is all good. Okay, the aircraft is pretty good. It's pretty awesome right now. Everything is running pretty good. So that's all good. All right. I think we can turn left now to go back on course, since we pretty much avoided all the weather in St. Is that from the Savannah side? Let me see. Go back in. Yeah, see that's, well, Santo Domingo, is it? I see, not Savannah, Santo Domingo. That's Haiti side, and that's Haiti and then Santo Domingo. So yeah, this is where we are right now. Yep. Alright, so far, I mean, the aircraft it's not too bad. Okay, I just need to make sure that everything is all good with the performance. So I'm gonna go on cruise. A progress page. To the top of this end is 350 nautical miles. 3-4. So actually we have to be at pre-5. Now I'm not sure why. I think it's because we're on standard. It's saying free. So let me go on VS, and I'm gonna increase by about 500 feet per minute. So that will give me in 2 minutes. I don't want to do too much accelerated climb, so just about getting settled climb. Now I'm not liking the way the whole AutoOrtho with. I mean, I have SFD Global, but the whole beta things looking a little bit damp. Yeah, things looking a little bit damp with this whole beta at the moment. So yeah, I want things to look a little better, but at the moment things looking a little bit off. Not the best, but you know, I want to make sure. And you know, the weather just keep changing on me and stuff like that, so that causing a bit of an issue, I find, for me. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Astol. Alright, let me see. Okay, so far so good. Let me see, making sure everything is all good. Oh, E from Antigua. E from Antigua. So I'm gonna add in Caribbean role, and I'm gonna add you to the Caribbean section. So yeah, I'm just here, guys, just putting people in position. I'm in position, you know, making sure that everyone, so at least people can see where they're from in the Discord, so that they'll know which country they're from. And that way, just for better coordination, so everybody knows where they're from. They see the counterpart, stuff like that. Yeah, it just makes life a little bit easier. Yeah, this makes life a little bit easier, that's all it is. Let me see. Alright. Yeah, guys, so if you have any question that you want to ask me, anything that you guys want to ask me, do send me a message. Yeah, do send me a message. Okay, so I think we're getting back on track. So you see, we avoided some of the weather. Alright, we're at 360, so I think it's showing a little bit better now. Right, because a while ago it was actually no, we're not supposed to be at 360, we're supposed to be at 350, aren't we? So did that thing change? I mean, rightfully we're supposed to be at, okay, rightfully we're supposed to be at 350 or 370, sorry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna climb out again. I'm gonna climb out to flight level 370 just to avoid all the weather that they have. Let me see. What? Alright, let me see if I put. Are we already at 370? Are we? Oh yeah, we're already at 370, sorry. And we're gonna be going right. let's go right to intercept to get back on course. So we go to VBLO. We just put VBLO again, and then put LNAV and VNAV. Okay, so why is it going down? Are we not supposed to be going down? We're supposed to be going back up. Why is it descending? Why is it descending? Why is it descending? No, it's not supposed to be descending, it's supposed to be ascending, not descending. Right. Not supposed to be descending, it's supposed to be ascending. There we go. Yeah, not supposed to be descending, it's supposed to be ascending. Yeah, so I mean, some little hiccups. Because for some reason I'm at 3.5, but this showing I'm at 3.6. So you're gonna get these issues anyway. Or you're bound to get these issues. Since, like I said, the XUIPC, remember I would have mentioned to you all earlier that the XUIPC have, for some reason it's just not getting. You see the XUIPC, it's just showing some slight inaccuracy, and yeah, so I have to get that thing sorted out, because I don't know, it just keeps showing some slight inaccuracy. Alright. Alright. Right. Let me see. Alright, so here we go. Got some wing views, which you guys are going to. I'm gonna leave you with some wing views. Wing view. So yeah, that's why we get out that part of the Caribbean. Whew. Man, I'm tired. I'm sure if you guys tired, but man, I'm tired. Yeah, man. It's been a hectic day, I'm gonna lie. AD from Antigua. AD is from Antigua. Antigua and Barbuda. And let me see. Whew. Man, I'm exhausted, man. Alright, so let me see. So TT, who is TT? TT is this guy, Sparkling. There's TT. Sparkling. What's that? Sparkling Papa? That's the name? Sparkling Papa the name? Sparkling Papa? Yeah, so no, it's just nice to it's nice to know people, you know where guys are from, and you know, Ryanair Aviator, yeah, the Ryanair Aviator guy, he's on, yeah, he's there as well. Yeah, US Fort Chads watching the stream, be like, what's that? US, oh, sorry, that's Fort Chads watching the stream, be like, cheers. Stone. Yeah, man. Would I like a little bit more, but I mean, sorry, you know, I'll give you all a little bit more views if you guys want as well. So don't want you guys like just like dying on with just like one look here. But yeah, apparently This is the 900 version, but there's no seats. Where are the seats? Man, where are the seats? So where you guys are sitting at, man? Where are you guys sitting at? Somebody tell me where you guys sitting at. I don't know. What, exit? Anyone of you by the exit? Let me see if you're looking on. Probably you guys looking on from the exit, ready to jump off. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? What is your initial altitude? Man, I'm actually at. It's funny, man. Like actually at 47. You know, I'm at. Apparently here I'm going at 47,000 feet, man. But for some reason, man, it's just showing I'm at 38,000. The discrepancy is because of the fly live overlay with the whole XP UIPC. So that's, like I said, that is causing some issues with my, because you need that for you to be able to run any of the other mods in the background, and that's causing some issues with my controls, as well as showing up with the other mods that need it. So for example, the whole overlays and stuff needs it, so that's giving some incorrect altitude. Right now I'm actually at 37,000 feet, so I'm not sure why is it showing me 37,800. I mean, obviously because I'm on standard. Since I'm on standard, you know, the pressure obviously would probably be more at the moment, but I am not actually at I am not at 47,600 feet. I'm actually at 47,000 feet. So something is definitely going on with this. I think that plane is a decommissioned zero. I just stole it. A decommissioned 0G aircraft, and you just stole it. That's why I got no seats. Huh. Man, like I said, with the Max team is already out, man. Like the Max team is already like done and dusted, man. So basically, with the Max, you basically like using the files, which is from since 2000, I think 2024, but from January. I think that was the latest of the Max. So it hasn't been updated till yeah, I think it was up until, that's for the 9, I think, but I think for the 4 somebody modded it. Yeah, I think somebody modded it, some guys, because it was there for XPlane 12, even if the Max were down. So it's, I think it's updated until whenever they update it, till January, I think, or February, and then from there, there you go, get snack. Alright, bro. Yeah, still have some time, man. What time we have again? 245 nautical miles. So top of the sun is at 2241 Zulu. 2241 Zulu, but apparently, yeah, 2241 Zulu, right? And then the arrival time is 2254 Zulu. So yeah. Let me see if somebody's saying anything here. Let me see. Probably in other lives. Yeah, so I'm just making sure that everyone is well coordinated so that we have no issues. Yeah, so we have no issues. Yes. As if, oh, let me see. So let me see. So there is, let me see. Yeah, MCMX. So let me go back to wing view, just so that you guys can see on that side. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to coordinate everybody here in the Discord, making sure that everyone's well, you know, in the right place. So who came in? Who came out? Okay, so he's updated. Okay. No problem. Astro from Antigua. Okay. Okay. Let me see. All right. Where did I put that guy? Oh, right, right. So, yeah, so let me see. All right. Okay. Let me see. An actual Caribbean Airlines 737 just flew over my house. Let me see. Let me see. Actually, I mean, you can actually check it out. You know, if you go on FlightAware or Flight Radar. Let me see. In Trinidad, so I can actually look it up and see what aircraft is that right now. Let me see. Caribbean Airlines. So I'm actually on a. Let's see. TTPP. Since you're from Trinidad, let me show on the map. And let me see. Caribbean Airlines. So that's Caribbean Airlines at 217. It seems. He's just landing. He's about to land. Alright, so let me see. Probably I can show you guys on the other screen. Alright, so that must be Caribbean Airlines at 21. Oh, that's actually, sorry, guys. Yeah, so let me put that a little bit below that. I have a feeling it was you. Me. If it was me, like Caribbean Airlines. Nah, bro. I'm actually all the way in the north, man. I'm all the way up here, past Santo Domingo, man. So I'm somewhere down here, man. But this guy, he came from 217. He came from Barbados, coming in to land. So, like, where you live in Kelly Village? Anyways, for security purposes, we're not gonna be looking in or zooming in too much on that. Anyways, yeah. Oh, so that wasn't a 747. Nah, at the moment it was a ATR 72. So here's Mac, just followed. Alright, so some of the guys which you just saw. So just putting everybody down so to make sure that everyone is well coordinated. I should have checked flight radar. Yeah, man. I go to flight radar, you see everything there, man. So you can always make sure that you know where you are, or you can always know what aircraft is around or something. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Hopefully you guys enjoy an XPlane 12.1. Do you fly XPlane 12.1 or Ryan Aviator? A Ryanair Aviator. So why is your name Ryanair Aviator? You're from the Caribbean or Trinidad. So let me guess, do you fly with Ryanair or you just do you fly with Ryanair? One thing all AvGeeks do, try guessing a plane without checking flight radar. Well, I guess when you're that part of the world and you know for sure, like I would know for sure when it comes to my country, I would know for sure what aircraft is passing and stuff like that. Like you always know. I mean, you can always tell the sound as well. You know if it's a heavy aircraft, if it's a smaller aircraft based on the sounds. And I guess when you know the timings, you would know what aircraft is coming in and out. Or you just love Ryanair. Oh wow. Funny enough, like Ryanair, I think there was some issue Ryanair had, I think with the pilots, some recently, not too long ago. I have a guy who's actually a pilot in Discord, and one of them is also a pilot, but I think he writes different stories on, yeah, he's also from Trinidad. He writes about different news to do with different airlines. Yeah, some news. He has a whole Discord channel with, you know, we fly with him. I fly with him. Sorry, yeah, he's from Trinidad as well. If I remember his name. I'm getting the name for you. From Trinidad. He's Bradley Wind. Yeah, Bradley Wind. He's from Trinidad. Late night pilot. Not at the moment. I'm not seeing him online right now on Discord. If you ask a question I don't answer, it's because of the distance. So your message will take long to get to you. Yeah. I mean, I already realized that. I mean, this is not my first live, but yeah, XPlane 11 is better in my opinion. Yeah. XPlane 11. To be honest, I have XPlane 11 and 12, but I just closed 11 completely. I think what they did with XPlane 12 is that they basically made XPlane 12 have all the specs that XPlane 11 has. Was missing, sorry, in other words. So things like the clouds, the whole 3D clouds, which they had the mod for the 3D clouds for XPlane 11, because you know most of the clouds, or pretty much all the clouds mods are everything in XPlane 11 is pretty much 2D clouds and stuff, but then there was this cloud mod for XPlane 12, for XPlane 11, and obviously XPlane 12 came out with those 3D, more 3D clouds, volumetric, that's the word, volumetric cloud and stuff. So obviously they still did a poor job, I would think, but it's better than nothing now. Than, I mean, at the start of it wasn't all that good, but it was okay. But the lighting and everything now with XPlane 12, it's pretty much default and it looks pretty good. I don't think you need to change the lighting again with XPlane 12. So the XPlane 12, yeah, I mean, I would say if your computer can be able to use XPlane 12, because the performance specs it would take a lot of performance to be able to run XPlane 12, and you need to be able to run it properly. Look, I'm now watching something saying a post. Actually, that post was 7 hours ago. There was like how to update XPlane 12. So so some people, you know, they want to get into in 12 and they're not too sure. You know, going to XPlane updater. Don't matter if it's XPlane from Steam or the Windows version. You just go on the XPlane installer and then you press the beta and you update it to the latest beta, or you keep it to the latest one. You can apply your serial key, so you don't have to be from Steam. Whether it's from Steam, it already has a key. If you bought it from Steam, yeah. But XPlane 12 is pretty good. I would say the lighting and everything is really nice now, and the clouds is pretty good. The PC with 12, yeah man. Like I'm using my specs for this lap. I had 16 gigabytes of RAM, and that was freezing after a little bit. After a while, you know, it was freezing and stuff. But now I'm using I'm using 24 gigabytes because at the time the 32 was a little bit too expensive. Knowing that I've had so many rigs and all that, like, so I just went to 24 since that was my other rig. Because the reason is because not all rigs use 42, like some of them goes up to maximum 32, but I needed the specs for the system that I have. I was unable to get to the 24, and I mean, I only use this rig just for game, so I don't need no 42, just for game. So I just pretty much run my system at pretty much like mid to high level. If I go in the settings, go in graphics, you would see I have pretty much mid and high, not ultra. This max, you know, you'll see most of the things here. I just toned things down a bit because it's a beta, so I don't want it to crash nothing, so I just wanted to see how things are with mid. And yeah, but I have some high settings inside there. So live weather at the moment, live time. But yeah, you really need a very good PC, I would say. More than for the VRAM, I have 8 GB for VRAM, but turbo. So my system rig is more or less mid-range. It can use turbo to get a lot of high settings to render it. It just have a slight loss on FPS, obviously. Without all of these things running in the background, I can run 40, 50 FPS constant. But obviously with all of the things like SwiftPilot GUI and stuff rendering, you know, since it's XPlane, I'm not using just the old OBS, OBJ files. I'm using the OBJ, the 8, and that one uses a little bit more. Resource. Yeah, it uses a little bit more resource, so that makes things a little bit more intense on my system. When it comes to the cause, because I was telling somebody just today on my YouTube channel, I was explaining something to somebody on my YouTube channel just today, and if I go on it, I can go on the comment that I made to them. Yeah, because he was asking me, I have a question about XPlane 12.1 beta. Can I reinstall all my purchased planes, not responding and stuff like that? And then he said before everything updated, everything was fine, but a pleasure with his planes. So I basically told him, you know, you can reinstall the same way I just said earlier about the XPlane installer and stuff. But then I asked him about the VRAM usage and stuff like that. What systems he's using. He said he has an NVIDIA, the 3070 graphics card, and he find it's probably too light, which it is light. It is too light. You need something like the 40 card, the 40 card, yeah, the GTX card, to be able to really run XPlane 12. Also, you need and I was telling him that your CPU, because most people, they tend to forget CPU matters when it comes towards these things as well. It's not just one thing on its own. You know, it's both CPU and GPU. Most people tend to look for GPU. I'll just be watching the rest of the stream until anything I want to say. All right, yeah, that's cool, bro. Yeah, so when it comes towards the CPU and everything, you need an actual good CPU. Yeah, bro, man. You know, yeah, I really love that, bro. Really love that. Really love that. Not gonna lie, but yeah, you need a CPU that's like about 8 cores minimum, like 4 cores. My other system in the past had 4 cores, even if the cores were very strong, because I had a very strong system. Even if it was 4 cores, the specs were very high, but the cores were still. So if let me go on my other screen so that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, because it's very important so that people understand what I'm talking about. So where are we heading today? We're going back to St.Maarten. Previously I'll have flown from St. Maarten to Jamaica, about twice already, man. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna fly from Jamaica to St. Martin. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today, from Jamaica to St. Martin today. Yeah, guys, so that's what we're doing today. I mean, we can talk about so many other things as well. This whole, I mean, it says here the 737 MAX 8, but yeah, but it's actually the 9. If I show you down here, I mean, it's just the mods and the whole thing. You'll see it says here MAX 9. We're at 7,000 feet. It says you say fucking hell. Fucking hell, wow. Mm. Yeah, let me see. Just give me a second here, guys. Alright, yeah, so you're saying here now. My sister recently started simming to help her relax. I bought her a desk and shoved it in the corner of her room. Shove it in the corner of her room, and then I bought her a yoke and shove it up her. Lol. LOL. Yeah, man, it's a fun game. Yeah, it is a fun game. Yeah, man. I would say like Flight Sim is really nice now. Like, I mean, it's not bad. You know, to just use up just for some time, stuff like that. Yeah. Actually, I had a question. I raised a question in this in my channel as well, and the question was like, are there many female flight simmers in the community? Because I was trying to figure out whether they have a lot of female flight simmers, or you know, because it's pretty much been male dominated or stuff. But I mean, I would expect to be male dominated, but it would have been nice to at least get some females in the community as well. So yeah, I mean, I can probably show you guys that comment. That was like 1 month ago. I got about 2K. Let me see. Here's the question. Are there many women in the flight sim community? 2.8, 2,800. So most people said yes, meaning that there are, sorry, women in I guess they're thinking about it overall, but which I am as well, but looking at it from holistically and basically from the flight sim as well. If there's both, there's women in flight simming itself, like, you know, playing flight sim, because I don't know of many women in flight sim. But I mean, I'm not trying to say anything here, just trying to figure out if there is a lot, but don't seem to be much at the moment. But yeah. Let me see. So I'm pretty much, I have to get ready now to get the arrival sorted out. So I'm gonna get all of that sorted out. So for the arrival is going to be, let me see, for the arrival is going to be the okay, well, firstly I have to see what the weather is like in St.Maarten. So if I go back here and then go to if I go to airports, if I see T and CM, and you see the weather is 080 at 10, blue clouds 1008, so temperature and QNH is 1050. 1050, so I'm gonna put that 10. What is it? 1050? That'll be 1050. Is it? Yeah, 1050, sorry. Oh, that's very high pressure. No wonder why we have this altitude showing for 7,600. It's very high pressures. Alright, so top of descent is with 62 nautical miles. Actually, let me put the arrival, which is going to be using the RNAV approach. And let me see the RNAV approach, and we're using the arrival. Let me see. Would we be using for, let me see, what is, we are Goda. Alright, so if we are Goda, then we can take the arrival via let me see. There's only one arrival, and then right. So there's only one arrival, and that's going to be the Alupa 1 arrival. Aluba 1 via Guada. Runway 10 transition Guada. Alright, so we change this Guada and we put it up to here, and then let me see. So it says top of descent is in 127, but let me just make sure, verify. Gonna put that to plan mode and then skip to where is that poll? Not in your community? Where's that? Just now. Give me a second here, guys. Alright, give me a second here, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna put steps from Gisso going on to Koi and Lisa, Guada from Guada. We're going into a lorry. Alright, let me just zoom in a bit. From Guada, we're going to a lorry, and then so let me see. Did something change? Oh, right. So there's turning. Okay. So I'm just making sure that we wasn't like moving off course. All right. So we're going good. Yeah, we're going good. All right. So yeah. So pretty much everything is all set, and I can show you guys hopefully what it's like since I'm using okay. So if we go here, you can see, so for the arrival is going to be, alright, so let's come up here. So for the arrival, see here, it's a lower one, and so we're gonna take it from Guada, and then it's the Guada transition. So it's gonna go tracking Guada 087, and the distance from Guada is 22 nautical miles. So you can expect the VR landing or the LNAV, nav approach, which I decided to do the VR approach, the LNAV approach from Guada. I go in Avasca, and then let me see, let me make sure. Is that let me make sure. It's always says a lorry. Wait a minute. Well, that's when you go wrong. A vat. Is that a Vasca? Koi, Gori? Why is it two things? Oh, I'm supposed to take this out, sorry. I'm supposed to put that here. And then that would make it a little bit better. Yeah, so it had two things in it. It had both the VOR renting, but that's not the approach we're doing. Alright, so here is the approach. Koi, Liso, Gora, and then a Vaki, and then lesser Mapon. So that's the same with a lesser Mapon. So from Mapon, you see going LNAV, we're doing the LNAV, MDA, which is 700 feet. Now, why are we climbing? They're not supposed to be climbing. Go back down. You know, you just always do this, the change. Anyways, so we're gonna put 700, and that's the minimum, not radio, it's gonna be barrel of 700. Alright, 5, 6. So why is it going down, man? And this thing, like, it seems like it's now starting to go back down. Why is it going back down? You're not supposed to go back down. Sometimes it does these things, man. Like, you know, it gets confused with the whole pressure and everything. Anyways. So, okay. So everything is all set. So it's now just to get the, speeds. So I'm just gonna put up some lighting since it's getting pretty dark. Main panel lights coming on. Oh, sorry. Main panel lights coming on. And I'm gonna put a little bit of background lights and a little bit of flood, not too much. Okay. Alright guys. So let's go outside. Let's see see the sunset. But obviously XPlane 12, things starting to change. The clouds not so much the better. I'm not too sure about this whole sunset thing. You know, things. Okay. Right, so this is my Discord. Sorry guys. So that was just give me a second, guys. I just sorting out some just doing all the chats, sorting out all the chats and everything. Alright, making sure everything's all good. Making sure everything's all good. I don't want to be arriving late and missing out on anything at all, so yeah. Alright, so everything seems to be going good so far. We're landing pretty much. When are you going to land? You better butter. I hope I do butter. Alright, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah, we're gonna be descending pretty much now actually. So let's descend. Ooh. Alright, so level change. Ooh. Why is it acting up this way, man? We're gonna go all the way down to 10,000 feet. Alright, so when this thing start to operate properly, see, look, why is it saying airspeed low? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get some issues anyway with this whole with it. I mean, it's bound to happen anyway. Okay, so let me see. I'm putting a level change, and it's not. It's trying to not even. It's trying its best not to even. Yeah, man. Like I don't know why. It's like it literally trying its best to not. It's trying its best not to descend, but it's supposed to descend, man. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, man. Oh. Alright, so let's see if it descends. Let's see if it works this time around. Sometimes you just have to adjust it because, you know, obviously, like, this is a mod. So you're gonna get some issues with mods anyway. And we're descending pretty fast because we're pretty much above the profile. And I'm gonna get the performance. So if I go to Avitab, oh, actually not Avitab, is it weight and balance? I'm gonna go here. So we're gonna go all the way down, like I said, to 10,000 feet. And we're just gonna ping everybody and make them know. Getting ready for arrival. Alright. Hey guys, I mean, it's been an eventful day. I ain't gonna lie, it's been an eventful day. And you know, there are some views for you guys. You know, I like these two views, or three views, I would say. For me, I find it's like the best ones I find. But anyways, we're descending into our destination. Okay, so it's descending, it's trying to get the speeds, and when it then it's gonna descend the wing, the nose. Okay, here we go. Okay. So as a captain, on the captain's side, I'll put terrain, and then I would move this to, which I don't like too much clutter when I'm arriving. Let me see if it has the descent. Let me see. If I remove airports, I'm checking to see if it has the screens for, or the center screen. It has normally when you have a, but it doesn't seem like it has it. Okay, so just keep it like that. That's okay. Terrain. Alright. And we're descending, guys. We're getting down. We're going down. We're descending, guys. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, is just get the performance. It's runway 10. At the moment the runway is dry. The wind is from if we saw earlier, if I check back earlier, it's a 08010. Wind 080/10. Wind, the temperature is 30. And the QNH is 1015. For the landing weight, is going to be, let me see, roughly 70.5. Let's put a 70.5. Oh, actually not point. 7500. I mean, plus 40, and ice is off, and aircraft condition is on. Okay, so we need to slow down since. Okay, so just to make sure that we get there. Alright. Alright. Yeah, so just trying to slow down just so that we can get there. See that we have to descend pretty stiff. So yeah, because we were doing some things a little earlier, so that's why. So we're just getting the speed brakes, and that would happen in the real world. The whole aircraft start to shake because the speed brakes, when you deploy the speed brakes, that's why you see the aircraft shaking so much. And that's gonna get a lot of drag, as well as it's gonna reduce even the weight as well, since it's gonna be the aircraft is gonna be mm, well, that's when you're like not on this side, but when you're like leveling off and the speed brakes is out, it's gonna increase the thrust. Yeah, so for brakes we're gonna use brakes 2, and sprint brakes will be auto. We'll keep it on auto. Press reverse, and we'll keep the speeds since the wind is yeah, we'll keep 5. Keep 5 since the wind is pretty windy. Alright, so that's a headwind of 10 but a crosswind of 3. So it says auto brakes 1 and 2. It says 2401 meters, so we actually have to take auto brakes 3 for arrival. Alright, so let's go auto brakes 3, and let's see what does that say. Auto brakes 3 gives us 1848. So that's gonna be the arrival today. 18. Alright, 1848. And if we go, we see the speeds 40 at 147. Alright. So yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're getting ready, we're getting ready. You know, we're getting ready, you're getting there. And see, I'm trying to control the speed since we have to be descending. I mean, obviously we're going to be we're so high that we have to actually do what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the headings since that's the airport there, and we're not gonna get there in time anyway since we're at 21,000 feet. So we're gonna do a whole turn. I'm gonna turn to I'm gonna change the map. Oh, I'm gonna get to map. I'm gonna put the center just so I can see my heading. Alright. Alright, so yeah. Like I said, it's sunset. I find the sunset really changed the way the whole with XPlane 12 things really changed, and I'm not liking it too much at the moment, the whole beta. But you're expecting things to change anyway. Alright, so QNH is 10. We say QNH was again. We're gonna go back to Avitab. QNH is 1015. So let's go back to QNH 1015. Alright, and then fall down here as well. QNH. Let me just 1013. 1015. So that's all set. Okay. Yeah, so we're just losing some speed, like I said, because we're very high on the approach. Alright. Hopefully I butter this thing, man. I'm not sure if I'm gonna butter it, but hopefully I butter it. Look at it, look at the aircraft, man. You know, in all of its glory, man. In all of its glory. Yep, so going all the way down. So let's go down to 2000. Actually, we put it up to 10,000. 10,003, just to make sure that we can bleed off the speed first. Okay. Yes, guys. Whew. Yeah, it's getting very It's getting intense, man. It's getting very, very intense. So yeah, so when we reach Lesso, which is about 5 nautical miles out, we're going to I'm gonna show that screen again. When we reach Lesso, it's about 5 nautical miles out. So you see at speeds about 150, which is gonna be descending at around 700, almost 800 feet per minute. And for the misapproach, you're gonna climb straight out, and then once you reach 700 feet, if we're not stable or anything, then you're gonna do the misapproach. You're gonna right turn to 4,000 feet and direct to onboard. Right, so that's the misapproach procedure. Alright, so here we go. So I actually have to there we go. I have to descend. Sorry, I was there talking, guys. I was there talking, but we have to descend. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. And I'm not supposed to be doing that, because that's not how it works. But you know, you have to expect that, since it's the mod, you know. So things like that gonna happen. Yeah, you're gonna have to expect that. Yeah, you're gonna expect that. But I've flown a few times now with the Max, so obviously I'm gonna most likely go back to the original after that. Yeah, that's a very long time to have the speed brakes, but it's because like we had things delayed, and yeah, that's why. But pretty much I'm trying to do the right things. All right, so let's descend, and nobody is at the moment at Princess Juliana. Alright, so now we can descend now to 2,600 feet. So I'm just gonna put the speed brakes out, because the pilot's gonna be feeling that not pilots, the passenger's gonna be feeling that rumble for quite some time. Yeah, they're gonna be feeling that for quite some time, and I don't think I'd like them to feel that for so long. Anyways, I'm gonna put the landing lights on to on. I'm gonna put the logo lights on as well. I'm gonna keep this. We'll put the strobe, and when we get close, actually we'll put the start switches to run, and then I'm gonna turn. Let me see if I have enough time, enough distance. Got it. All right. Yeah, I have enough distance. So I'm gonna go to LNAV. Just gonna follow. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, that was Kim getting on, telling me things. Yeah, she's at the moment she's like waiting for me to come down already, man. She's like, you know, you need to land already, man. Like, you know. Yeah, guys, you know, pilots just have to do these long flights, man. Even if sometimes they don't want to. Alright, guys, so yeah, we're almost there, we're getting there, we're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. Alright. I mean, I like the lighting, but the original beta was looking so much better at the start, but this one has a lot of issues, I would say. And I don't necessarily enjoy all the issues that comes with it. So obviously I'm gonna update things and then see what it's like. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna arm the speed brakes. Let's arm the speed brake. Oh, all right. So the speed brakes is on, and for the approach, I said it's down to 700 feet. Once we go down to 700 feet, once we're not stable, we're gonna execute a misapproach. I mean the weather is pretty clear at the moment. Let me see. Go down to 2,600 feet. Alright, 2,600 feet, which is like weather. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, guys. We had to delay obviously things by about 10 minutes since we had to descend because we wasn't really fully prepared. Nevertheless, for my gross weight I put 7,500, so that's pretty, you know, I think we're getting there, so that's pretty okay. Landing distance available is 2157 with a VRF 151, so pretty heavy on the approach. And we have to be very mindful of the approach speeds. 10 knots is windy, I would say. So let me see again. So this is where the approach is. This is where we're gonna end up. I mean, you can come to your actual for example, to see where you're gonna end up. So we're gonna basically at auto brakes free, we're gonna end up, if I show you that screen, so you're gonna pretty much end up around here, and then well, we'll just use the full length turn around, and then we won't be able to stop here, because if we stop here, it means we had a full auto brakes, and that's you know, it's pretty warm, so that's gonna cause, you know, that's gonna have the tires pretty hot, and you know, don't want hot you don't want hot wheels right now. So all right, so we're getting in there. Let me see if there is anybody, if there's anyone near, any aircraft near. I'm not, but there is some aircraft. There is an aircraft a distance of 18 nautical miles, well 15 nautical miles, but yet 31,000 feet. And there is a southwest who's at who's 54. Well, he's not at St.Maarten, is, yeah, Southwest Airlines. He's in a 737, and there's an American who's in a 789. All right, 789. So all right, so let me see if I can put some of the lights here on. Well, is that the lights here? It's supposed to be, but this one doesn't work. Yeah, so far the flight time is 1 hour and 50, so that was see, we at the moment we're below the path, since because we're supposed to reach 2,600. So I'll just, at the moment, I'll just put on VS. Put it to about just about 700. I mean, it doesn't even make sense because we're almost 2,000. All right. So from Goda, if I go back to the arrival, Goda is 22 nautical miles out, right? That's what it says. Goda is about 22 nautical miles out. So from Goda to Iloria, that's going to be from Goda to Iloria is 12 nautical miles, which is PJM of PJM of D20. All right. So so far this flight has been an hour and 51 minutes, and the original flight said I believe an hour and 58. So actually we on target. Let me go back to charts. If I come back here to me the flight, if I close this and go back up here, it says an hour and 56. So we're actually just on target with the time in terms of the elapsed time, but the actual flight same time, you know, we took about 50 minutes. Took about 50 minutes to prepare, you know, talk about the sim and everything. Yeah, so that's why it took a little bit longer. Okay, so let me see what's happening here now. Descend, going back to 2600 to average. Okay, so let me put Avashka, which is 2600. So we pretty much the end, let me see, the end to end is 38. So we're 48 nautical miles away from the airport. But we had to descend since we were going to be way over the approach altitude, so I had to do a circle around and come to land. So I did a circle around to make sure I get the right height, and so far we're okay. Yeah, we have everything all set. Lights out. You know, the logo lights, the lights. Let me see. To me, I didn't have the wing. I don't think the wings were on. Oh, right. All right, so the wing lights on. Okay. So let me see. There's another aircraft now. Oh, American. He's 60 nautical miles away. He's in a 789 as well. And yeah, he's an American. And he is tracking to be an American. A 737 is coming through. Yeah, bro. 737. Well, let me see. Let me have a look and see what I see. Is there any? I know it's me, but let me see if there's anybody else. Anybody else taking off or anything? So, and actually nobody else at the moment. So that's alright. Huh. Okay. All right. Yes, guys. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. You know, we're getting there. Whew. Man, it's getting tiring, man. Let me see. And this aircraft, okay, so when we get closer, which we are in about, let me see. Vasca to, okay, so why is it nose diving now? So now we just decided to do whatever. It just decided to do whatever it feel like doing. Why is that? Don't like. Why is it felt like it just needed to do whatever it feel like doing? Man, this aircraft, man. The thing just felt like doing whatever it feel like doing, man. Like, can you imagine that? And I'm not sure what just happened there, to tell you the truth. Like, did the wind blow or something? Because I realized that when the wind, like, what is this? Why is it doing that? For real, like, what's? I know, look, the lighting change, man. Everything is just, it's just going berserk right now, man. Can you imagine that? Like, it's just going absolute crazy right now, man. Like, I'm not even sure what is it doing, man. Yeah, like, you know, it's just doing whatever it feels like doing right now, like. I don't know, man. Like, this aircraft just does whatever it feels like doing, man. Most of the time, it just does whatever it feels like doing. And I do not know why it does that. See? Like, what is it? What is it? What is going on with this, man?
1,000 feet stabilized.
What is going on with this, man? For real, what is going on? This is funny, man. This is really funny, man. You know, it just stay there and it just decide and it's just gonna bug out whenever it feels like bugging out. I don't know if it's because of weather, because the weather, normally when the weather changes with XPlane, that tends to happen, like things will just go haywire. And I suspect that happened with okay, so what's going on here? Why is it climbing like this? Man, go back down, man. Go back down. Hey, go back down. Oh, I think because it's supposed to be at 2,600. Yeah, so it just, you know, it just does things on its own sometimes, man. So I'm just hoping that we get a butter today. So I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna put this back to proper view. Let me see. Go back to map view. Okay, so let's see. Let's hope everything goes well. Alright. Avashka. Oh, flaps don't know. No. Oh, flaps, I don't know. Right now, it's just doing whatever it feels like doing. Lesser is at 1.7. So from Avashka, then lesser. So we're almost rich, man. We're almost there. Check your, what was that? Check your trim. Yeah, I mean I check my trims and stuff, but things just change differently with this. So we actually have to go to 1,700, which is by lesser, which I'm going to be descending right now. And I'm actually going to reduce speed now all the way to 180, and yeah, to lesser. Let's make sure that we can, let me see. Alright, so we're reducing speed. Okay, so we're gonna get flaps 1 soon, since we're coming up to flaps 1 speed. Alright. Okay, so we get in there. I mean, these will obviously be unreliable and stuff because of a lot of issues with the whole mod and everything, so you're gonna expect that. Alright, so flaps 1. We're gonna get flaps 1. From lesser, we're gonna be descending on the glide from lesser. Alright, so from lesser, we're gonna be descending at 800 feet. We're going down to 700. And we're gonna get flaps 2. We're gonna get gear down as well. Alright. So traffic, Princess Juliana traffic is heavy aircraft descending on 1,700 feet, 5 miles out, heavy traffic. Okay, so we're gonna put the flight directors off. I'm gonna put the flight directors off on both sides. Alright guys, so we're getting ready, coming into land. There's a cruise ship, and we're descending at about, let me see, so let me see. Okay, so we're gonna deactivate. Alright, and get flaps, and we're gonna get VNAV speed. Actually, sorry, it's supposed to be 1.5 1.4 1, what was it, 1.5 1.51. Oh, sorry. Alright, so we're a little bit below, well, not a little bit. Alright. Oops, sorry. Alright, here we go. One, you see, yeah, so I don't know what's going on today, man. But things, I just really hope that we really get, you see? Alright, so let's hope that we get in, guys.
Caution, taxiway. Caution,
Oh,
taxiway.
yeah, we're getting in a little bit too high now. Yeah, so okay, it's alright.
Caution, on taxiway. On taxiway.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
80 knots.
Let's hope we stop. Let's hope we stop. Let me see. Did we stop? Alright. Whew. Well, that was close. Yeah, that was close, guys. That was really, really close, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, that was pretty close, man. So let's turn around here. Alright, that was pretty close, man. I'm not even gonna lie. That was really, really, really difficult. You qualify for right now, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, we saw that the speeds were very high, and now we're gonna end up all the way down here, which we did talk about. But we were hoping that we had enough brakes, and like I said, if I put it on max brakes, the wheels would have, will have probably burst and skid off. So it's just, we expected a very hard approach. 400 feet per minute, yeah, bro. Like, I mean, we expected that with all the complications of with the whole controls today. We saw it today. I'm just happy that we actually down, man. I'm not even gonna lie. So let's get the flaps. And yeah, at least the wheels is not like, let's hopefully that the wheels is not hot, man. Whew, actually it's not hot, so that's good. The brake temperature, so that's good, man. Whew, that was pretty intense, man. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty really intense. Alright, so let's that was pretty intense. Alright, southwest Princess Juliana traffic is backtracking runway runway 10 Princess Juliana traffic. Okay, so let's get the taxi lights on. Alright guys, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that was very, very intense, man. I put the starters off. Oh, not to ground, to off. That was pretty intense, so that's already off. So you can remove that right now. Yeah guys, that was pretty intense, I'm not even gonna lie. But the 8 feet per yeah, man, like it was just getting intense, man. I ain't gonna lie, it was getting very, very intense. And as you can see here, see where it says the stop is or the brakes free, which literally was at the end. And I don't want to put a maximum because I was fearful because of this XPlane 12.1 that the tire might burst and skid off, or you know, I don't want to burst tires or anything like that. Obviously that's millions of dollars, so yeah, so I'm just thankful. So I'm gonna give it it's probably been about a minute so far. We have a southwest that's a southwest was there at the moment. Yeah guys, so you know, if you haven't subscribed guys, you know, please subscribe to the channel guys, you know, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed as of yet guys, you know, really appreciate it. That flight was really intense. I can feel it. Like I was really panicking after a while for a little bit. I mean, you know, pilot's not supposed to be panicking, but I was just for a little bit hoping that my brakes doesn't, you know, my brakes holds. And it did seem to work, the Zibo, because remember all of this is testing as well. So it actually does seem like it holds up to what it is expected. So that was pretty good guys. Yeah guys, I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty. Alright, so it's been about 3 minutes now, so I'm gonna put the APU on. Okay. Alright. So let me make sure. I'll go somewhere over there. I think I'll go on the next one, the next exit. I think I'll take the next exit, which is Bravo. Is it Bravo? Yeah, and then I'll go because I passed the exit anyway. So that's Bravo. Is that Bravo right here? I don't think I can take this one. Wait, that's not exit, is it? No, it's Charlie. Sorry, that's Charlie exit. I don't think we I don't think Big Plane's supposed to take the exit here. Yeah, so I think we're supposed to come here. Since I'm on the runway still. Alright, but the lighting and everything, you know, that looks really nice. Like, I mean, I don't know if anybody thinks, but I think that looks really nice. Like, you know, what do you guys think? That looks really nice. Alright, so yeah, that looks really nice. I don't know what y'all think about that, but that looks really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna take out T8, put that off. Yeah, and I'm gonna take out the landing lights. I forget the runway Princess Julian traffic. I might go make the video now. Oh, thanks, bro. Let me see, man. You know, our Princess Julian traffic is taxiing on a Bravo. Taxiing on Bravo, Princess Juliana traffic. And that's taxi in on Bravo, Princess Juliana traffic. Alright guys, so I'm gonna stay in this view while we get in. Yeah guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that arrival, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You know, hopefully you guys enjoy that. Whew. Hey guys, so everything that's all off. Gonna get the generators 1 and 2. Okay, so I guess this Southwest guy is waiting for me. Apparently his thing is down, his flaps is down, I think. I'm not sure. Let me put this there as well. And we're just gonna take it on, and we'll take it on the next one. Alright, so let's get into here, which is stand 2. Okay, stand 2. Let me get the taxi lights off. I'll put it on strobes on steady. Alright. There we go. So we get the SAM Okay, so it says come in a bit to the left. Alright. Okay. B39. Okay, so as you see. And forward impact and stop. Alright. The taxi light is already off. Parking brakes is on. We're gonna put the lights on. Alright. Get the lights on. Okay, so let's do what we have to do now, guys. Alright, first thing first is kill engine 1, kill engine 2. Alright, and the jet will come just now once I put the thing off. Once I put the beacon on, beacon on, sorry. Once I put the beacon on, then that will come the anti-collision, which I put off, and here we go. And we're gonna put normally there's procedure for that. I think you have to make N1, if I can remember. N1 has to be a certain, I think it's about 10. Once it's about 10, or N2 is one of them, then you put the fuel pumps off. And alright, we'll put the rest of the lights off. Don't need none of these. Fasten seatbelt signs come off. And we're gonna get electric pumps 1 and 2. Actually, put the electrics. Put the electrics off. Okay. Probes coming off. We don't need the probes. That's pretty much that. Right. Okay, guys. So now we're just gonna unlock the doors. Open there. Obviously, there's nobody there, but that's okay. And then you're gonna get the ground, connect the GPU, get the doors, open the doors, and tell the passengers, they can basically do what they want. Yeah. That PA system is for when you board in the plane. Yeah. So that's pretty much there is to this. Ground power, and just put this off. Since put the APU off, since you no longer need APU, you can put the packs off. Stuff like that, simple things like that, man. But other than that, guys, that was pretty much it right there. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed that. So guys, thank you so much, guys. Let me show you guys outside. Thank you so much, guys, for your input. Those of you who was on throughout this flight, thank you for showing your support. Like I said, if you haven't liked, subscribe, and comment, do share your thoughts. Sorry about the slightly jerky seam at the moment because of XPlane and all the things running in the background, as well as this is the beta. You're expecting a lot of things to be slightly broken, so and I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed this flight today. Yep. Yeah, man. Whew. Alright, guys, what do you think, guys? What do you think? If you really enjoyed today's flight, let me know. I think I landed like about 400 feet per minute, which is not butter, definitely not butter. I mean, I wasn't expecting that anyway because my controls was just see your height, you're in the yeah, so you see things a bit off with the whole beta and stuff. So anyways, guys, I'm logging off here, guys. Thank you so much for your input today, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, guys. So take care of yourselves, guys. Bye bye. See you.